What's going on, everybody? I'm CaptainRoBear, and this is Saved by the Spell Game of Saving Throws number 57. Can you
Just
believe
like
it?
last week, we were at number 56. I don't know.
You know, you would think by episode 57 that I would fucking remember to bring my dice over here before the show. So, BRB.
It's been a while since I started a show and then immediately said, "Hey, radio, take it. I gotta go grab a beer." Been a hot minute. Dude, you guys have been Hype Master Flex for like 30 minutes in the chat right now. Appreciate all the love. You guys are pumped up for some D&D.
Come on. It's the game, man. It's the game.
Yeah, they couldn't sleep. They couldn't sleep from last night's game when we gave them a few heart palpitations.
Ooh. That was a good game last night.
For you guys that don't know, it's hashtag Thorman now because he has essentially Mjolnir.
Oh, nice.
Winged boots and Mjolnir.
Oh,
Swinging a
Mjolnir.
hammer around.
I mean, talk about a fucking Mack truck flying through the air with a hammer of a god. Here comes a giant red dragonborn flying through the air.
I am Moradin, and I am here to give you pickle loaf.
Oh my god, I love pickle loaf, Martin. How did you know? That's exactly what I needed in this fight.
Oh my god.
I feel like I've walked in on something inappropriate. I don't know what it is.
Kid's always got food on his mind.
Shut up. I feel like I walked in on my parents and some weird fantasy shit.
I mean, weird fantasy shit is what we do. I don't know where you've been for the last 57 weeks.
My life is closer to Willow than it is anything else. That's a true story.
Are you Willow or... oh, never mind.
Willow. Oh man, no. All I can ever think of is Val Kilmer's hairline. So good.
Got caustic on that one.
Where's that sequel in dark times that we need? It's time for a Willow remake.
I think it's time for Val Kilmer to reprise the role of Batman.
He was nipple suit, wasn't he?
Oh, that was George Clooney.
Ah, he was Clooney.
I'd like to see a multiverse Batman with all the Batmen.
I mean, DC wouldn't be opposed to it. They can't do any worse than what they've come up with.
That would be dope.
Oh,
And bringing in Thomas Wayne as like the alternate Batman who, you know, totally murders people.
See, I don't even know that part of the universe.
Oh, it's awesome. It's basically when he doesn't die and becomes Batman himself, but he doesn't have the same moral compass that Batman has.
So he doesn't have Michael Caine.
Yeah,
And then Michael
doesn't have
Caine
Michael
to him
Caine.
cry.
Yeah, it's dope. He murders everyone. I think
Michael
you're
Caine.
muted, Caustic.
hey, totally muted.
Did somebody go in and mute me or something in Discord?
Yeah. Somebody went in and muted you.
I don't know how that happens because I never remember to mute myself.
Hackers,
That's why you guys
man.
can always hear me typing.
Just like all those inappropriate tweets that get sent out, dude. Rabid hackers.
They're out there freaking muting me all the time.
Did I miss an inappropriate tweet? I'm gonna go back through my feed here. Hold on.
I
Ooh.
when I was browsing Twitter trends, that's when I found out that one, there's a wrestler called Velveteen Dream. That in itself made me chuckle because I didn't know that existed. But yeah, and that's where
What a good wrestler name.
Yeah.
The Velveteen Dream.
yeah, now he's got to defend himself from inappropriate pictures sent out from his Twitter.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Didn't we meet a Velveteen somewhere or another on this?
No, that's why I was
yeah.
laughing. Chad tried to call himself the Velveteen
Lion, right? No.
Was that what it was?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Velveteen Lion. There it is.
Yeah, Velveteen
Jean-Claude
Lion.
I have the trident still, or Emery
Yeah.
still has the trident of fish command that he obtained from
I just
said lion.
I just remember calling him the Velveeta Lion.
Close. That's close.
That is a truly lost episode in the archives of the previous 56.
And then there was a
beautiful
race up some clouds or some shit.
Yeah, that episode's just not even canon. Like the first 10 minutes when like I play Nightcock as he leaves, that's about it. The rest of that episode, it's just a fever dream.
Except for or was it because I had the trident?
You'll never know. You'll never know.
But I have the trident.
Radio, you got any announcements this week?
I love D&D. 3 days strong, baby.
3 days strong.
Yeah!
Are you starting to hear the voices in your head with playing 3 days a week?
Can you tell that it's in my head right now? I am more neurotic now than I've ever been. Whether that's a good thing for tonight or not.
But you're in your trust tree, your comfy zone, you know. This is Histor. He'll always be your first.
Yes, he will. He'll always be. Yeah, absolutely.
He's your double cheeseburger, man. He's an easy go-to.
Can I tell you how much I miss cheeseburgers?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Fresh French fries.
Yeah.
You can get these things.
You can.
No, and just sitting out on a patio somewhere at a restaurant. There's just something nice about that.
I miss sitting down to a nice table and having a gentleman come bring me a giant skewer of meat and slice me off chunks at the table.
A gentleman.
I want to make a
ladies don't have the right technique to slice meat.
Okay, all right. You can just stop.
I'm gonna back away from this one. I'm gonna let you kids have it out. I'll see you in about 10-15 minutes.
What does that even mean, ladies? Just
Listen, it's all personal preference. I just prefer a strong man to handle my meat.
We know that about you.
What do you want?
It's
Sounds
the
about
Freddie.
right.
It's the Freddie
Apologize for
Mercury
my-
stash.
none of this is wrong.
I'm not gonna apologize for my how I like my food delivered to me. Sorry.
Hey, whatever blows your hair back, bro.
No, the only thing that matters in a Brazilian steakhouse is who, man or woman, has the top around. That's it. That stuff. I will never in my life know or cook that spiral cut on my own. That is 100% going to be a Brazilian steakhouse thing for me.
Bring me that picanha.
Yeah, I'm so hungry now.
Or, garlic knots. I can probably just eat garlic knots till I pass out.
Careful, you said that about chicken nuggets once.
I've done both. I've had Harvey Keitel show up and I'm putting the last nugget in my mouth. He's just shaking his head as he tarps me out.
The question is, how many can you eat?
Oh, nuggets, not a comfortable number, I'd like to say on stream.
Do you guys remember when McDonald's sold a 50 nugget meal?
Yep.
50 nuggets, 2 large fries, 2 large Cokes
I do remember this time.
for like $12.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was about
And
the time they were doing 59-cent hamburgers, wasn't it?
That was
Mhm.
college. That was a great time in my life.
Those were his dinners.
I remember looking at disgusted somebody when they asked me to share.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I got 50 nuggets and 2 large fries and 2 large Cokes, and none of it's for you.
I know. It was very
PTFO.
disappointing the first time I discovered that.
Oh yeah, that's a meal for 2. Yeah, you would
Yeah.
think that.
I
It
can't
isn't.
say Burger King's
wasn't.
not too far off right now. They're doing like 10 nuggets or no, like
You can
Shit,
get 10
what is
nuggets
it?
for like $2.
it's like
Yeah.
like incredibly
Their
cheap.
chicken nuggets are great too. I love like the extra crunchiness of theirs. I love Burger King. Burger King's my favorite.
You know what
Out
I
of
just
all
found?
the freaking fast foods.
You know what I just found out today? And so I guess this is a result of the quarantine because it didn't exist before this. But we now have DoorDash and Uber Eats and shit here, where we didn't before.
Were you living in a third world country?
We we didn't have it in the area.
Our company based in Cape Girardeau was actually the first food delivery service in Springfield.
Yeah, nice.
So like we've kind of forced all the competition into these like regions that wouldn't normally get it, which is sweet.
Yeah, so we never had it, but I was looking today, and now all of a sudden I can get Taco Bell or Wendy's or a couple other places. Not a lot of places, but it's it's a few.
You could pay $25 for $3 worth of food.
That's fine.
No, it's not that hard for you to leave, or you just don't order.
Just saying that line of Wendy's is getting ridiculous.
Oh my
I drove
gosh,
by it.
come on.
Cars around the building.
You don't have a normal schedule anyway. Just don't go at noon. You'll be fine.
I mean, these are things like
my stomach.
If this was around like back in college, that would have been great because I was not capable of driving and you had to find somebody or you made very irresponsible decisions. So like delivery then would have been fantastic.
All of our problems are solved these days.
Yeah.
Almost all of them.
Almost.
Except for the the whole illness thing,
It's
ravaging
fine.
everywhere. All the problems except that one.
Except that it's a small problem. No big deal.
Modern day plague.
No big deal.
Hey, well, at least we have DoorDash.
It's true. Can you imagine this plague without internet? Or, well, let's just stop there. That would be the worst. I can't.
Hey, listen, if medieval Europe had DoorDash, then third of the world wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
Wait, are you saying? Never mind. I'm not even going to draw the conclusion on that point. I'm just gonna let it go.
See, what would mess me up if we had to teleport, because like before the internet, I read books. So it would be very dependent if the library would let me in individually to get books. Otherwise, it would be pretty rough.
Yeah.
It'd be in the rough, file that in the rough zone for sure.
You would stock up on library books. That's the place that would be insane right now. Forget toilet paper. Libraries would be insane.
I can read it and I can wipe.
Oh gosh. After you finish reading that page.
Oh no.
I consume the knowledge twice. Becca, do you have any announcements for this week?
We finally finished Final Fantasy VII. It took us 58 freaking hours.
Go.
So we did it. Congratulations for all of you who managed to stick through my weird playing style. But we're going back to Destiny because I hear hunters aren't winning the Destiny Olympics for some stupid reason.
Guy showed up on day one, haven't showed up since.
Yeah. Yeah. What in the world? Why? Hunters are the best. I don't understand. Here's my theory. Everybody.
They're also the laziest.
No. Everybody loves hunters. There are more hunters. They showed up on day one, got all the stuff, and then they just moved on and are playing their second or third favorite characters because everybody loves hunters the best. So, but we're failing. I need to come back to the game. I'm going to help bring hunters back up to the top. That's what we're doing on Sunday. So there we go. And also in a few days, I'm going to apply to be partner. So if people want to come hang out and say hello, I will, I'll be open to the idea.
This is your time right now, everyone.
This is the calling.
Go ahead and open that tab up right now and just leave it up. Let the lurk, so when you sit down your computer and you hear either wild bird noises or occasional jumping and screaming, you'll know that Caustic is on.
That's me.
Give her some support next couple of days.
Thank
Please.
you. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Anyway, that's it. Nice and simple. Boom.
Pirate and Mustache King of Mixer.
New Sea of Thieves content's out and it's dope. Stressful as fuck, but it's dope. So we're just gonna keep grinding Sea of Thieves. I'm commentating a Sea of Champions event on Sunday at 11 a.m. over on their Mixer channel, Sea of Champions. And I got a few other things in the works as far as some commentating gigs maybe coming up. I don't know. I've been in contact with like 4 different entities recently, so that's dope. So yeah, maybe more commentating stuff, but other than that, we're just be grinding Sea of Thieves, and we're trying to build the YouTube. So there's the link right there. Sub to it.
Woo-hoo.
Trying to build it. We're at, I don't know, like 250 some subs, so we're almost on our way to 1,000. That's where we got to get.
Get it.
That way I can sell out and monetize everything.
Then you'll be like me and you can start making quarters.
Then I can make a quarter per video. And that, hey, listen, it's a quarter I didn't have. So
coming up on almost a year of full YouTube, I'm just gonna get to that first payout.
What's the threshold?
I believe it's $100.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I'm just getting there.
That's
so
gonna be an uphill battle.
Yeah, you'll be able to grow. Sea of Thieves, you'll be able to grow quicker than D&D, way quicker than.
Yeah,
convincing people to watch 4-hour episodes is a totally different bag than like, I'm gonna see somebody straight own.
5 or 10 minutes is different.
Little less investment there, and your PvP's good.
It's all right. It was garbage yesterday, but like shit.
Well, it's probably because you've been up, haven't slept.
That's true.
I hell have no fury like an 8-hour mud sleep. What you could accomplish.
I was so tired last night. I'm telling you, like I went to bed and Caustic got off stream, and I was sleeping on the living room floor. And she came in and woke me up, and I was pissed. I was pissed that I had to go sleep in the bed.
Like turns out, what do you want? Let's go to bed.
I was so tired.
Comfortable. Why'd you wake me?
The walk to the bed was me just bumping into all the shit in my house.
Amazing.
Sure.
Announcements over here. I don't know. We may be playing Sea of Thieves for our Saturday game for Saturday hang. That's what I'm down for
It's
sure.
Gonna be a night.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that. So I will be streaming on Saturday evening, and that's what I'm planning on doing. So watch for some total suboptimal and beers on the high seas. It's been a minute for me.
I could get down on that. I was gonna play tomorrow anyway, I think.
Hell yeah, let's get the pro out.
I always say that and then I pass out and fall asleep. I wake up and it's like 2 a.m. and like, oh shit.
Yeah, so that's the game plan for Saturday. Yeah, other than that, man, thank you guys for all the insane support this week. You've been wonderful. We finally got Neon Regimes 2 slowly pushing the cogwheel forward on it. So thank you guys for all coming out to it. I'm excited to be back in the cyberpunk realm. Excited to tell stories in that genre again. You guys have just been crazy, man. Thank you for all the embers and stream loots. You guys practically broke it yesterday. It was an insane amount of cards. An insane amount of cards. Bless you.
Did you hear that all the way through her mic? God
Yes.
damn, I'm a loud sneezer.
I thought you were just really well containing it.
No, that was her mic. I was muted.
It's from across. Yep. Different rooms. You can hear him sneezing.
Sneezed out all along.
Amazing.
Dying.
We have a lot to cover. So let's go ahead and dive right back in where we left off from last week. Oh, thanks Roll20. Thanks D&D Beyond. You're great. Last week on Saved by the Spell, our adventurers finally making their way into the temple of Aban, seeking the Eye of the Allfather, the location that Harshnag had once told them before his sacrifice. The party made their way through the Valley of Cardoon, past some ruthless barbarians, and made their way into the main chamber, where they were surrounded by statues representing all of the respective races of giants origin gods, including the father of all giants, Amon. Upon a little coaxing from Histor, Ruby let her voice be heard and made a plea to Amon to help them battle Jarl Stovald and take back the Ring of Winter in an attempt to finally reestablish the Ordinary. Ruby's dialogue with Amon did not fall on deaf ears, as Amon challenged the party to earn the right to receive a boon from the Allfather, as he channeled two champions in Surtur and Thrym, the god of frost giants and the god of fire giants. The party locked into battle, saw losses, saw the return of a long lost cloud giant girl in Alistar that aided the party, and eventually ending with a revived Histor final blow to that avatar of Surtur. We are picking up in the seconds after that death blow.
We did it! Well, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it would be. I mean, we only died a few times. You good? You good? Yes?
Ruby, do I look like I'm good?
You look like you normally look, so you're good.
Does Dante look like he's good?
Well, we're alive. That's really great right now. That's what I'm saying. It's just great. We won. Right? I know it's exhausting, but how can we not be excited? Like that's
Well, maybe we can celebrate later, but we're still here in front of this giant god. So maybe don't gloat too much that we just killed a bunch of giants.
well, sorry for being excited about winning. What's the point of doing that if you don't?
And Valas is gonna be looking around at the other statues, like kind of being on guard to see if they move.
Dante still can't pull himself out.
Histor's walking over there to help him.
That's like 5 consecutive rolls, or I
More than
wasn't
that,
strong
isn't
enough.
it?
Poor Dante.
That's crazy.
This will be a good humbling experience for him.
Dante, let me give you a hand with that. We pull together. We can get this out. On my count, then. 1, 2, 3.
As you're able to pull that obsidian javelin, releasing him pinned from the ground, you can still feel the heat from where this lava had risen up inside the room. Cheekios is still on his back. Laying over the shoulder of Alistar. Cheekios is gonna get up, slide down. Thank you, Alistair. We needed your help. Thank you. She just kind of nods her head in approval. Valas, you have a 1d10.
Got it.
Ruby's going to peek over Cheekios' shoulder just to kind of look at her from a distance. Is she going to stay with us?
It's okay, Ruby. I'm right here.
Should I bow or something since you're like royalty or something? She tries to like awkwardly bend her legs. She's got really lanky legs, so this is weird. Thank you for helping us.
Why would you need to do that when you're the warrior queen of the Fae?
Right. You got me there.
She smiles with a big grin.
Oh,
and
you
gives
know.
you a little
Okay,
bow.
so you know it's a joke. Okay, that's cool. That's okay.
Well, I am here for now. I'm happy to help. You all gave me a new lease in life. I'll forever be indebted to that, Ruby.
Well, you know, it's just what we do. And we're glad to have you here. I'm gonna just stride forward and put my paw out for a handshake. A paw shake.
She leans down in her gorgeous Fae-adorned armor. And you can see, it's pretty ripped, man.
Yeah, girl works out.
She's got some of that Amazonian strength. She reaches down and attempts, as any giant can do, to shake your paw. Good to see you again.
I guess we never had the chance to formally introduce ourselves. I mean, the first time we kind of just barged into your room when you were a child, so we didn't really make a great first impression. I'm sorry about that, by the way. It was all Valas's. No, he wasn't there. Who else can? It was all Histor's idea. So
It's okay. You don't have those choices as a child.
you've really grown up, haven't you?
I've experienced a few more years since the last time that we met. But Cheekios has kept me informed.
He said nice things, right?
Oh, he hasn't needed to say anything. He's shown me you in dreams. I've got to see firsthand.
Oh.
It's going to sound weird.
So you really have been kind of with us, right?
Yeah. I guess it's been surprisingly more one-sided for me than it is for you.
Well, I guess we have some catching up to do, right?
You do. I've seen what you can do with your swords.
I'm very good.
Oh, very good.
Thank you. But you are excellent. Thank you for coming. I really don't think Histor would have lived if you weren't here. I mean, look at him. He looks tired.
I am tired, Ruby.
He's always tired.
You don't get close to him. He stinks too. But thank you. And welcome. You know, you think we would have a name for our group at this point? Like, it feels weird, like, welcome to this. Like, we should be a club name or something. Get, like, matching tattoos. Yeah? None of you are agreeing. Great. Okay.
I've always agreed to get Faye tattoo with you.
Has Valas even been to the Fae? You haven't, wait, no, you did the tea party with us, right?
That is a good question.
I've never been to the Fae.
I can't get.
Do I look like someone who's been to the Fae?
I'm sorry. Sometimes I just remember bodies that were there and not remember who.
Yeah, you probably were having fun while I was dead.
Don't think of it that way. You're being sore about this. You know I have a bad memory. But
Well,
maybe we could take you to the Fae at some point in time and we can get tattoos then.
yeah, that's great, but
Little markers so
are we
everybody
gonna sit
knows.
here all day and talk and ignore the reason we came here?
Oh.
Valas is gonna walk up to the figure in the middle of the room and just look straight up and tired and breathing hard from the battles. Well, what's it gonna be? Are you going to help us or not?
I want you to roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
You're no Ruby.
16.
Don't hear anything at first, Valas. But then there's a small rumble. It begins at your feet. And it shakes, and you look down again just to make sure that there's not lava pouring out from the seams again. You look and you can see the form of Searcher begin to rise back up in front of Histor.
I'm gonna pull my weapons back out again.
Valas continues just to stare directly up at the figure, trying to make eye contact from down low.
And the statues begin slowly moving back into their place. As they all begin to go back into their original formation. Each one of the giant deities standing tall extends out in their individual weapon that's held in their hands. Tridents, swords, axes, maces, clubs. You can feel the weight of the room shift again as they all go down to a knee and extend a hand forward open. with their weapon still in the other hand.
This is good, right?
They're not
Valas.
trying to kill us.
For now.
You see the eyes light up again as it's like the rest of the light in the room dims around into a spotlight around the statue of Amon.
You have passed all of the trials I have requested. Gather in front of me, warriors.
Ruby will move forward.
Valas is still standing up front.
Stand shoulder to shoulder with Valas. Oh shit, I can probably control my token.
That's what I was just thinking. Like, oh.
Warriors, you asked me for aid in restoring the ordering and defeating Jarl Stalvar. I will produce the boons that you will need. Come forth, Brim.
As the frost giant deity rolls and makes his way forward, hand extended towards Histor.
Histor Faust. Receive this honor. Wear it with pride.
As his hand opens up, you can see a full set of scale plate mail.
Ooh, baby.
You can describe it in any way that you want. It is already on your character sheet because I'm a sneaky bitch.
You motherfucker, you.
Histor, with this armor, you will now be resistant to the weapons of the field. If it is not magical, it will not pierce your skin.
You now, if you wear that set, have resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, piercing, and non-magical attacks.
Hot damn. That's like everything.
Oh my god.
So what can hurt you?
Magic.
Valas to all. Accept this sword. Alunt.
I too have snuck this item on your sheet. It is listed as a staff, but you will use it as a rapier and a master and commander sword.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this is dope.
Valas, you will have command of the magic around you. Wield it in ways that only tactically and strategic a captain could know. Ruby Shore. Take this bow.
Ruby, as you look down at this bow, it's a normal longbow. Doesn't look particularly interesting at first until you touch it, as it begins to spindle out with roots and antlers of the Fae, as it completely becomes overgrown and nature-like in stance.
Warrior Queen of the Fae. When you pull the strings of this bow, let these arrows ignite between your fingers.
Your arrows will now do a bonus 1d10 of fire damage.
Cheekios, step forward and receive this staff.
Cheekios takes hold of a staff that seems to be almost ivory in nature, carved from the bottom to the top, with what looks like the entire story of the existence of giants.
Take this staff and continue to make sure the rest of your friends rise in the face of adversity. And to all of you, as you have made the promise to me to reset this ordering that I have broken, I will bestow upon you a boon of resistance. Use it wisely.
And like a flash, you feel the room go from ice cold to pinpricks to gradual warmth. You now have resistance to cold damage.
Valas is gonna hold this sword up that he's been given with both hands, examining it, and he's gonna look down and then look up and kind of thoughtful, and he's going to say, this is a wonderful weapon. I can feel its power. It's a great gift, and I'm honored that you've given it to me, but the gift I want from you is knowledge. We're missing members of our crew. Are they alive? Can you tell us?
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
18.
One friend is alive. The second is undead.
Valas is gonna look down and kind of sigh, like relieved. Thank you. You've lifted a burden off of me.
As you have proven yourselves through this trial. Any other knowledge that you seek, I will bequeath it to you.
And Valas is going to look around and kind of open the floor up for anybody else's questions, even though he secretly has another one.
Histor steps forward. None. Thank you for the blessings of this armor. We'll keep this dragonborn safe. How far can you see out? Is my son Tormund still alive?
The future is always changing, Histor. But I cannot see your son. But remember, that does not mean he is dead.
Thank you. I'll keep a father's hope. He steps back, head hung still.
Maybe you have an action surge.
Gonna nudge Valas. Go ahead. You want to ask him another question anyways?
If I may, one more question. The one called Malakar. Do you know of him?
Malakar has ascended to godhood.
How do we kill a god?
Every situation is different, Valas. There is no single pathway. But remember what all gods fear the most is being forgotten. For legacy is all that you have in death.
And Valas is gonna accept that answer and kind of step back and gonna hang his head though, because it's not really what he wants to hear. You know what I mean? So he's gonna kind of step back a little, confused by that answer. He's gonna look over at Ruby a bit, see if she wants to ask anything. He's gonna ask her if she knows her mic's muted. Is your mic muted?
How does this even happen? I don't press this in Discord. Whatever. One of you fuckers must be messing with me.
I think you must have a mute button hotkeyed.
I guess. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what that button is. Anyway.
I think you've been hacked.
So, if you can see our friends, we're looking for one more. I don't know if you can see that far, but a nightcock. Do you know where he is? If he's okay?
Your friend is alive. He does not look well, but he is alive.
Is he dying?
Slowly. But he is not dead yet. He is still held in the clutches of yon sea wind.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yonsi Ben, Malakar, Nightcock, Kiki, Emery. Is there a path forward where we can save them all? There's so many things to do.
There is always a way. Your destiny is never written into the stone that lines this temple. There are an improbable amount of outcomes, of which you and all sorts of outside forces can mold and change.
Then we will try. He's just gonna, bow in respect.
Amon. Can you confirm the location of our friends, Emery and Kiki? Are they still in the palace side of Jarl Storvalds?
Kiki remains frozen in a prison of ice outside the palisade. Emery, too, is held in a prison of ice. But he is very much in the Jarl's hands.
Are they both?
You ask, are they both?
Like, are they both in the Jarl's hands? Sorry.
No, Kiki is outside the palisade.
Well, she doesn't
Emery
know
is
that.
in.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I must have misheard that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I made it confusing, but Kiki is on the outside, so you understand the information. He is on the outside, and Emery is on the inside. Come on. What does Sansuri desire?
For the longest time, Sansuri desire, long lost. Treasures and troves of dragon magic. But she no longer desires these items. She lost her interest when you took her joy. Now, all she desires is rage, revenge, and anger.
Ugh.
Everybody else has a D6 inspiration, which I believe somebody's got a D10 from earlier. I think it's Ruby.
I have
Or
a
Valas.
D10.
Gotcha.
I can take it from you.
Nope. And where do we go from here? We follow the chart to this location, but even I have my limits on navigating to a place I've never seen.
When you confront Jarl Stovald, if you are successful to stop his coup of everlasting ice over this world, then you will hold that conch of teleportation. And you will think merely of the Maelstrom, the same storm that you were born from. There at the bottom of the Maelstrom, you will find the Palace of the Storm Giants. When you get there, you need to speak with Sarisa. That is his youngest daughter. Only her has a clue of her father's whereabouts. She is the one who needs your help. She is your ally.
And how do we find the Jarl? Once we leave here, where do we go?
Back to where you came from. you were merely miles outside of the Jarl's palisade. With each moment, his power grows. And as it does, he will begin to commence an ice age over this world. If he is successful, there will be no vessel strong enough to pierce the ice to ever reach Sarisa or the Palace of the Storm Giants.
Then it sounds like there's no time to waste. He's gonna take that blade, which he's still been holding out with two hands, and slip it into the belt around his waist.
You're right. We should go. Thank you.
Well, we said our goodbyes. Quit lollygagging around here. Let's get back to the fucking boat.
Before you leave, champions, this will be our last communication. If there was any other knowledge that you seek, now is the time to ask.
Is there something we should know? It's a question.
I wish for all the wishes.
Feel like you're hinting at something.
You almost think you can see a small grin come from the side of that stone statue's mouth, just for a second, just for a fleeting second, before it returns to normal.
Since this is our last chance to ask, the crew, my crew, on Malakar's ship, what has become of their souls?
As long as Malakar reigns, they will be his.
Is there a way they can be at peace? Or are they forever damned?
No one is forever damned. If you end Malakar's reign, you will set them free.
Then, should we survive all of the onslaught we are about to face, I will take this sword and I will pierce it through Malakar's heart, and I will free my crew.
I've got a question. The Jarl's Palisade. Is there an easy way to get inside? Like, is there a sneaky way that we can get in easily? Or is this like we got to go bang down the front door? What? He said to ask questions. I figured he would know. This is called intel.
There are hidden tunnels laid between the glacier cracks. that can be navigated to reach the innermost sanctums of the Jarl's Palisade. You will need to take to the ice to achieve your goal of stealth.
Okay. That's good to know, right? She looks at the party for like affirmation. That's helpful.
It's not helpful.
Couldn't give me one, huh?
Good job, Ruby.
Thank you, Histor. See, he knows war. That's a good compliment from him.
Balls is
Something.
Balls is since the questions keep flowing. He's got even more questions that spring up in his mind, and he's doesn't know which one to ask, and he's got so many things speeding through his head, feeling like he's gonna miss the opportunity to ask, and he's gonna look down at his hands that are in some ways kind of withered and decayed, and he's going to look back up and say, how long will my body last like this? Will I be able to carry through this fight?
As long as the magic soars through your body, you will be able to navigate this material plane.
Is there a way for...
Like all pirates, you owe a debt to the Raven Queen.
Aye. Is there... Still looking at his hands. Is there a way for one such as myself to regain the life I once had?
Yes. There is a way.
Then I will seek it out. Once this is done and we can rest. Boss is gonna step back, satisfied that he's gotten all the answers he needs.
Histor.
Yes.
I have finally located the plane of existence of which your son Tormund resides.
He's still alive?
Your son is still alive.
What plane might I find him on then?
He is in the city of Brass.
Tormund. Shit. And on. You understand what it's like to have children. So you'll understand the ease that you've put on my mind with this information. Father to father, I thank you. And beyond being in your debt for this armor you bestowed, if there's anything that you ever need from the Faust family, all you need to do is ask.
If you so choose to locate your son in the elemental plane of fire, I will give you blessing to speak to Duke Zalto himself. He is the king of fire giants currently. They have access to the city of brass.
Once again, I'm in debt to your generosity. Thank you.
This time, the statue of Surtur makes his way over to you and produces a small coin, almost hot to the touch. Covered in giant ruins.
Just gonna take it in his hand, clasp it tight, feel the heat almost burning into his palm. He's gonna hold on to it. He's not gonna put it in his pocket just yet, but keep it clenched tight in that fist.
This may be a dumb question, but is this like a giant? Like for a giant, it's a normal coin and it would be very big for us? Or is it like a normal coin for us and very tiny for the giant?
Yeah, it's one that he can hold.
Okay, I was like, is it like we've got this big old coin?
Guess what? I've got a new shield.
Yeah, so like, this is a normal like quarter that they flip, and
You
it's
have to
massive.
turtle shield it.
I was thinking it'd be great to keep us warm as we walk back out through the.
We're resistant to cold now. We're not gonna be cold.
That's true. That's a good point. I just wonder how. I know. Sorry, dumb. I wonder the size. This was important to me. I'm just imagining Histor
Most of the
carrying
time
a
in
giant
D&D
coin.
where they do it, it's natural size and then they shrink it down.
Got it. I'm good with that. I guess before we leave, your challenge was very difficult for us, but it was important for us to go through, and we thank you for that. But before we embark on our journey, do you think you could help us recover? We're exhausted. We're torn apart. Your children are not easy to defeat. It was a good battle. And we are warned.
I alone will guard my temple's walls and allow you safe sanctum for you to rest and regain your faculties.
Thank you. Well, that's all the questions I've got.
Now that we got a safe haven, let's make a little camp, make a little food, and I'm gonna make a little sleep.
Can we do it like outside the doors? In here, it feels
Warm, cozy.
holy, and it's not really my thing.
Just been saved by a giant god, Ruby.
Ugh.
I'd rather stay inside the doors where he's going to guard
Well, it's the
versus
whole,
outside.
it's the whole temple. Like there's the long hallway. And just stay right there. But fine, we'll stay here with him towering over us, pretending that we've separated and he's still here.
Cheekios has been standing kind of uncomfortably for a bit.
Are you okay?
Kind of looks back over at you, Ruby, and kind of
What?
he gives you those eyes. The eyes of insecurity, which he only usually shares with a handful of people between his bravado, but he's given them to you before, and he's given them to Histor.
You can speak up.
Come on. Will I ever see my family again?
Oh. Ruby's gonna rush over and give him a hug. That is a good question. That is a very important question to ask.
As it stands, Cheekios, your family is no longer on the living planes of existence.
She'll squeeze him tighter. You mentioned just the living planes, but there are others, right? So they're somewhere else, perhaps. Where can we find his family?
Cheekios just shakes his head.
No, we will get this answer. We will get this answer.
I will give you the answer. They are not alive, Ruby.
Neither is Valas. That's not a good enough reason that's
Yes.
ever stopped us before.
They are,
They could be somewhere else. They could be. We could reach them somehow. You would never be content with that answer. Don't hold back now. There has to be another plane.
Ruby, it is wishful thinking. I will see them when I am dead.
Is that what you want? Are you content with that?
I have certainly tried for a long time.
But not with us. Look at all of us here. We would do anything to help.
No.
You don't have to be strong right now if you want something.
Ruby.
You need only to ask it. You know that.
And he wipes away a bit of his tears. You are my family now.
She'll hug him tighter. And the family will always help you get what you want.
He gives you a big hug. I will tell you. I will tell you tonight. I will be honest. I will be brutally honest. And he's giving you a big hug. He's going to cast his tiny hobbit hole so that we have a comfortable place. Over his shoulder and just give you a big long hug.
I'm sorry I didn't know. I'm sorry I never asked.
Never means to be sorry about anything. It's nothing that I ever wanted to talk about until now.
You should never carry something like that alone.
It is my mistake to bear.
What do you mean your mistake? That's not.
Ruby. I got so drunk that I couldn't even defend my own family. As they were slaughtered in my sleep.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Who?
It will always be. My greatest regret.
What you're saying does not. You don't have anything to regret. You don't have nothing, none of that. You were not the one.
I would always regret that.
Who?
I will always regret not being able to defend my family because of my own selfish actions. I have been running around just trying to feel things before and after that moment. The only thing that ever made me think or feel like my family again was this group. And I've known that they have been gone. It's just when you are posed in front of a god that is answering questions, sometimes you ask ones that you already know the answer to. Just because.
It's good you had hope. We always need that. You were always a beacon of hope and comfort in our group.
Thank you, Ruby.
I wish I could do more for you.
It's okay. I love you, Ruby.
We are a family, aren't we? Do you want to talk about your family?
Sometime. Not today.
I know you're not ready to hear this, and it will not change your mind because that is who you are, but you have nothing to regret. I'm sure your family loves you and they understand. Someone with your care and love for family could never be responsible for something like that. You should not hold that over yourself. And if you ever need help, if you want closure, if you want an ending of that, do not hesitate. Don't hold back. You have heard all of our stories.
There is a time, Ruby, where that would not be true. But I think if they were to see me now, I think that they would be proud of me.
Of course they would be. She goes in to hug him again.
I think they would be proud.
They are. I know they would be.
Come over here, warrior queen. Need to learn how to shoot that new bow.
What, do you think I'd be bad at it? Actually, I have no idea how to use a bow. Can you please help me?
Wipes away his face. I don't, but
What?
Alistar does. I would love to help.
Oh, right. Well, it's good that we are all here to help each other out. Plus, now I have this really cool bow. And Histor's got a coin.
Hey,
So we're all set.
this coin means more to me than I could ever explain to you.
Where did you get that giant coin?
That's the
That's the
giant
one.
challenge coin he got.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
As we make our way over to camp, go ahead and refill your beverages real quick.
Dope.
By the way, Ruby, I already have the proficiency for longbow enabled on your sheet sneakily.
Thank you. Turns out I'm a natural. I've just never tried it before. You know, when you were giving out all those weapons and you're like, I've already sneaked it on your card. I was like, I gotta check out my card and see what's already hidden. I was like, I see a pattern.
I see a pattern. You couldn't wait.
No, why would I wait? I'm an impatient child. Do you think I would?
But yours was kind of hidden because you were like, what? What's a bow? But like, where's the cool parts?
I know this. I was like, I didn't want to say anything. I was like, this is just a longbow.
I'm getting shafted on this.
What did I get? Did I like offend him earlier and I didn't realize that like you get a bow?
No, I gotta craft
It
your
was
card.
made by some kid. I was like checking items, like surely that's not it. Did I just not know? I was trying not to act disappointed. It's kind of like before Christmas and your parents wrap your presents and you sneak ahead of time and you figure out what it is and it's not something that you want. It's like, oh, now I gotta learn how to fake happiness.
Oh, this looks so good.
Man. Oh gosh, that was good. Also, Cheekios' family.
Yeah, I got to slip in some backstory.
Just like, hey, by the way, they're all dead. And I'm like, and in a world where we have all these planes, I was just not ready to commit to the idea that people could just die in this game. And like, we can't do some extreme quest to try to bring them back.
Well, it's a matter of like, if you where there's a will, there's always a way, right?
True,
but like,
at what cost? Yeah,
it's at what cost? What?
And we'll exchange them for Valas.
You know, it's not. It's it's not the same. You know, it's not. The last time they saw him, he was the alcoholic father.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to dig into how his character has evolved.
Maybe that's why him and Histor get along so well.
Oh, 100%. He's the ultimate, like, he was so drunk in the Fae all the time because they just do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
And he paid the ultimate price for that. All right, I'll be right back.
A wish spell can do anything? It can, but I'm terrified to use the wish spell.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, even under the best of circumstances, it can go horribly wrong, and Ruby does not think through her stuff very well. I mean, there's what I might think of, but there's also like Ruby and her impulsiveness.
It's getting better.
This freaking sword I got is dope.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Dude, all right, Mud, check this out. This armor.
Yeah.
So you have resistance to non-magical damage while you wear this armor. Additionally, you can use an action to make yourself immune to non-magical damage for 10 minutes. Or until you're no longer wearing the armor. Once the special action is used, it can be used again until the next dawn.
Holy shit, dude.
So basically, for 10 minutes, you are damage tank.
That's fucking nuts. Check out this. This sword has so many things you can do. It has 10 charges that can be spent as bonus actions, in addition to the spell cast as my action. And I can spend slots to extend the duration of a spell, double the duration up to 24 hours. I can empower spells. When rolling damage, you can reroll one of the damage die.
All right, so hold on. Empower spells. So you can use the spell through that and empower it and burn a charge out of it and make it like double damage.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Can. If the spell has a range of 5 feet or greater, the range is doubled. If it's a touch spell, it can be cast from 30 feet away. And then there is Divert, which is if the spell can damage multiple targets. I think this is an incoming spell. You can expend mana slots allow one target per mana to avoid damage of the spell. Or maybe that's what I cast and it's like careful spell. I don't know which way that works, but and then you can and then there's an arcane barrage which allows you to to expend all the slots to deal a shitload of extra damage, which is dope.
When I found that item, I was like, "This, you're gonna love this so much." It's very old school, technical D&D.
Oh yeah,
and I
dude.
was like, I knew that you. I was like, "Oh, this is something he would really enjoy."
And it's like, and it says if you spend all the charges, if it gets to 0, you make a Wisdom saving throw of 20. If you fail, it consumes one of your highest level spell slots, and it gains 1 mana charge no matter the level. So, yeah, that's pretty dope.
I was like, "Oh, we'll make it the Master and Commander sword."
So the divert on that, does it divert incoming damage or outgoing?
Dude,
Like,
I'll have to
careful
be
spell.
honest. There's so much to read on that card.
Okay, we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, we'll have to play with that one together just a little bit.
This is pretty much like having well, there's like at level 14 as a or like level 11 or 10 as a sorcerer, being able to choose like empowering spell or extend, or like all this, basically just gives you all that with a sword.
Yeah, it's
You
essentially
can pick and
sorcerer
choose.
abilities.
Dope. Plus it does bludgeoning damage.
Which
Oh, good.
it should be
Oh,
slashing.
fails.
Well, it's slashing damage because I'm making a sword. It's a staff on the card.
Oh yeah, okay, so it'd be plus it does damage.
The big thing it does, it adds +3 to your spell attack rolls,
That's true, it does.
which is massive for you.
So
yeah.
let me ask you this one question: who's the first person you throw it at?
I throw it.
Oh,
If you don't understand that
teammates
question,
too.
you need to go through the backlog.
This is just a crazy. I was like reading this item and I'm like, dude, this thing does so much shit.
So now,
Plus it's a sword that just channels my spells through it, which is great.
Radio, you finally know that all my dad jokes at you have been projection and not just me stirring the pot. Which I always wondered if you would ask me.
I had always assumed you were too much of a playboy to have a family. But you know what they say about assumption?
Well, he did, and then he never got out of the bottle.
Now they have something else to bond over: being terrible fathers.
Yep. At least not all yours are dead.
Well, one of them, it sounds like I'm going to hell and back to get, but see what happens along the way.
One of
We
them
can create
deserves to
almost
be.
great. We have a lot of great characters in D&D, but it seems like we're missing a good father. Like that seems elusive across the board.
Who is the good father?
No one's a good father in
The
D&D.
Rock had a terrible dad, abandoned him essentially, and then he died. So kind of absent by default.
No, Harshnag is
Oh yeah, he was the good father who.
Harshnag's the one person that's done something principled, even if it cost him everything.
And where is he now?
Wow.
Oh god.
You heartless fuck you.
Oh god.
You don't know Harshnag. You didn't fight with him as much as I did.
We at least have Magdrin.
He's a good father.
She's good. Hello.
Randy was not a bad father. You don't know.
He might not have been. He might have been an all right father. I don't know. It's the early years, back when the wooden pickles were just whittling.
Yeah. Back when it was just a legitimate sex shop.
Before the goblins corrupted his mind. Act like a bitch. We'll pick up
We were
back
having
inside
campfire night.
the Fey portal. It has all the luxury and amenities we last left it with. Alistar will, before your sleep, teach you some pointers. We'll have a meal prepared.
Valas is gonna. I assume this place has booze.
It's got a lot of booze.
He's gonna find
Probably good booze because it's an offering, right?
he's gonna find a picture of something and some mugs, and he's gonna walk over to wherever Histor's at, and he's gonna hand him a mug and pour, assuming, not even asking, just assuming he wants a drink.
I need to not make assumptions. Essentially, it's like a cleared meadow inside the Feywild when we step into this. So it's like fireflies as lanterns and kind of that autumn dusk feel, like that drinking on your front porch during the summer.
Ooh.
Like right before it gets dark. Perfect feel. And there's still the white wrought iron furniture from the last time that we had the tea party is still all there. There's actually pictures of sangria that are there. There's copious amounts of wine and casks of ale.
So Valas is gonna go over with a pitcher of wine, and he's gonna hand Histor a horn and assume he just wants it, so he's gonna just pour it, and it's kind of that almost that summer night feeling out. He's gonna look around, and as he sips the wine, he's gonna breathe in and kind of take in the atmosphere, and look over at Histor and say, it's feels a lot like the calm before a fight.
Alice, when isn't the calm before the fight?
Yeah, it's true with us, but you know what I mean. Just the way the air smells when you know.
There's always the moments when I was a young soldier that made me the most angsty.
How long ago was it that you were a young soldier?
Let's see.
I can't even remember.
30 some odd years ago, I would have been in my 20s and on my 11th campaign.
Oh,
11th. But do you remember your first battle?
Ooh, story. Let me sit down.
Yeah. I was 9.
What? Who did you fight? A lizard on the ground?
No. I was in charge of picking up spears on the battlefield.
Oh.
Throw a javelin, send the runts to go pick it up. If they die, they die. It's part of growing up military. You're expendable. Always expendable.
So what was that first day like?
Mr. pauses for a second. Scary.
You were scared?
What 9-year-old isn't terrified running after sticks on a field where men are dying all around him?
I don't know. You're Histor to me. I've only known you to be brave and a leader, and I don't know. It was just hard for me to picture you as scared.
Ruby,
or as
just
little.
like you. I was young. How I am now isn't a product of me being hatched out of some egg. Well, not completely, at least. I was born into a military family, and as soon as I was of age, they threw me in there.
Did you do the same with your sons?
No. I couldn't imagine Dominus or Tormund growing up the same way I did. I didn't want them to be on the battlefield like I was. Well, I went off and fought, put bread on the table, left them with Ciara, Direct. That was my mistake.
What are you talking about? You sacrificed what tradition you had to give them a peaceful childhood. That's so nice of you.
No. The more I think about it, the more I realize maybe in breaking with tradition of not putting them on the field like maybe I should have stepped out of the tradition of fighting. Maybe I should have just shown up and been there.
Sometimes the chaos is easier.
The chaos is always easier.
At least you know what
you know.
Yeah, you know what to expect.
Chaos is always easier.
Either you kill or you die. Simple choices. I remember many fights, but I remember the first as well. I left home and joined a crew, and I remember the first time I touched swords with another soldier, another crew member.
Is that a metaphor for something?
He was a big fucker. Twice my size. I don't know who was more surprised when he died. Me or him. But I know that I shit myself. Still easier than going home, though.
That it is.
It's easy to not go back home when it's not there anymore.
Well, now we take our home wherever we go, right? What a group we are. Gosh. Ugh. This is not...
Don't get me all sentimental.
Yeah, let's not talk of home. Tell us a good war story, or let's play a game, or I don't know, take more shots with my bow so I
have a game.
Can
you want to play?
Anything. What is it?
Drink. He's just gonna...
That's not a game! Oh, she's gonna grab her glass and try to... She's gonna try to drink faster than him. Do I finish my drink before him?
He's gonna chug his wine and slam the
No, I'm trying to beat you. I am chugging.
Roll.
It's a 13.
I got a 13 as well.
Are you kidding me?
Roll again.
19.
15.
Instead of slamming it down, she throws it at his face. She's competitive, and that was a big overreaction. I'm sorry. I won though.
Enjoy it. I still have the pitcher. He's gonna drink straight out of the pitcher.
Because I win or lose that one. Okay, let's play a different game because that one was very short and kind of lame.
As you guys are pounding drinks over in the furniture in the side, Dante, back inside of his elf form, has just been punching the shit out of a tree. At this point, you can see over the side is just blood covered knuckles.
Let me talk to him. It's gonna go by the table and grab a pitcher of sangria. But that tree dude to piss you off, Dante.
He strikes it a couple of more times. It's not the tree's fault. It's my fault.
What exactly is your fault?
Not even being able to save myself.
Dante.
Pinned to the ground.
It's battle. There's no rules. What you read in your books can't prepare you for what happens when you get in the shit out there. What, you don't think that has happened to me? You don't think I've watched while other men have slaughtered dozens while I've been on the ground?
Histor, I love you. But this world is not always about you and your stories.
Dante, you know what my stories are. It's how I hand down experience. It's what I should have been at home doing instead of fighting in fields. It's why I'm out here now. It's probably why I babied you too much.
I understand.
You're not the only one who has a reason to be pissed tonight. You're not the only one who made mistakes. It happens. I know you saw it ringside. I panicked. Called for that little white dragon wormling who was outside. I thought maybe he could help. You were there when he was instantly consumed by that lava.
I was.
I don't think his soul burns into my head much the same way you beat the shit out of that tree. These are the things we learn to live with. We punch through them and we move on. You can't change what happened on the field today. As much as I couldn't change little Z's fate, much as I couldn't change Rufus's fate, we just have to move on.
He cracks a smile. Hopefully, I'll be the one dragon that you don't kill. And he crosses his arms and walks away.
Teenagers. It's just gonna take that sangria jug and just
Slowly by the blood tree on your own.
yep.
Just destroyed.
Sounds sad. That's brutal. No, that's fire you're not immune to.
Oh, quote that.
You make your way back over. At this point, we've been playing quarters with different currencies from across the land, and it's difficult because we got different sizes, so it's kind of a pain in the ass to get used to, but we have plenty of sangria.
Histor, bring over that big old coin you've got. I think I can get it into this cup. Or it'll break the cup. I don't know.
This coin is not.
That counts as winning. Oh, can I see it? I'm a little pushy.
He's gonna slip it underneath his armor. It's gonna be the first time he puts it away.
If
Come
you want,
on.
Valas, who's been chugging on the pictures now. If you want, we can wrestle for it.
What? That's how you
Just a
figure out
friendly
your
wager.
disputes?
Listen,
You wrestle?
Listen, I'm not touching swords with you tonight. You play your quarters.
He said tonight, so maybe tomorrow night you have a chance.
I'm going to bed.
Go snuggle with him, Valas.
And maybe you should go steal his potatoes, thief.
Hey, does he
Histor's
have
just gonna go
potatoes?
settle up on a tree and ass out.
The first time that I get to leave the summer court in ages, and everyone is going to bed early.
I'm here. What would you like to drink?
Everything.
We've got a lot of choices. Let's grab the closest thing.
My favorite part is the fruit at the end.
The fruit at the end. Okay.
No, when
Your
it's
favorite
soaked
part
in
should
the
be the
sangria.
Oh, and the sangria. Yes, of course. Right. Have you had anything else?
Anything else?
Like besides just sangria to drink?
Of course I have.
I don't know. I know very little. Let's start. Tell me about the Fae for you. What does my kingdom like?
Of kingdom. Well, unfortunately, it's a lot of school.
Oh, well, I'll be sure to get rid of that.
No, you don't want to get rid of that. That's where I learned to shoot a bow and throw a spear.
Oh, that kind of school. No, that's great then.
It's fun. And you go on great hunts, Ruby.
Hmm.
Majestic beasts. And I miss the smell. Even though I've only been gone shortly, and inside this now, it's addicting. Just even the light looks different. The colors are brighter.
Do you like
Sounds
being here?
stronger. I do.
I mean, you've only seen this one particular space. And we're only going to go out into an ice age where it's very white everywhere. But we'll take you back to towns and parties so you can see more of the life. It's really quite exciting. We'll show you some dancing rats and a boat.
When I was
And
younger,
a castle in the sky.
I went many places.
You did?
Well, I was
Oh gosh.
raised on a castle in the sky.
Well, oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I was trying to impress you, but I forgot you. I don't know. I'm doing a terrible job at this. I'm not good at small talk.
Have you been in Nightstone?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
I did see Nightstone.
Yeah. How is it? You know, I died there.
That's true. It was kind of cool. It's sad, but at least As a cool death.
My mother killed a lot of people at Nightstone.
Your mother was there? Well, that's understandable. She's very influential. Don't worry.
They leveled that city. I remember watching it burn.
Yeah. Right.
When we were young, they would tell us that we didn't take these things from the land dwellers. They would take away our home. That they would rise up and take away all the clouds in the sky.
Who would tell you?
Our caretakers.
Well, I can't tell you that all of or everyone is good. But there were a lot of innocent people. I'm not helping. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's my past.
Well, now that it's not your past, and that
it will always be a part of my past.
it is something that you have experienced and you learn from.
She
And
is only my biological mother.
she is.
She is not my real mother. For that will always be the Queen of the Summer Court. And every single one of you will always be my godparents, whether you want to accept it or not.
Sure, I'll take that. Do I have to go to like certain parties or?
Yes, you do.
Come,
You have formal engagements, Ruby Shore.
I'm not very good at those.
Get used to it. We're gonna put you in a dress, whether you want to or not.
No.
We will.
No. No dresses.
That actually wakes Histor up.
Make Histor wear the dress. I'm sure he
Ruby.
looks great in it.
Warrior
Not
Queen of the Fae in a
me.
dress.
The queen can wear what she wants. Pants. I'm not.
Alistar does a little twirl.
You look lovely. You
Oh,
really
you
do.
you'd look lovely too.
I would not. No.
You don't
How
have
would
to
I kick
completely
someone in a
sacrifice
dress?
style.
You know what? We will table this discussion for a later time in which we will all conclude that I do not have to wear a dress.
I cannot wait for day when we put Ruby Shore in dress.
No.
No, it's
no.
Fae custom. I'm sorry if you want to have
I
the title.
will make
It's
a
just-
new custom.
No, this is how it works. If you want to accept the
As-
title, this is what it will be.
I will wear a dress if Histor has to wear a dress. That is my agreement.
If we still would wear a tie, that would be close enough.
No, a tie is nowhere near a tie. I will wear a tie. That's fine.
A
That
tie,
one
dude.
small thing around the neck. And then the other thing is I have to wear a whole full outfit. That is not the same. And
Hey, Ruby, they find a dress to fit my big ass. I'll wear it.
deal.
But you got to wear one too.
Fine, we'll wear matching dresses.
We will all three wear battle
for an
kilts.
excuse to wear a dress.
Let's actually have all of us wear matching dresses to your graduation. Let's do that.
I just got a vision of us all buying like the Xena costume off of Amazon in varying sizes and wearing them in like the shittiest cosplay picture of all time.
We all have it. You guys have terrible, poor quality wigs.
Going to Amazon right now and searching Xena costume.
I probably helped out with Cheekios' makeup, but the rest of you just watched what I did to Cheekios' makeup and did your own in terrible quality.
If I'm gonna wear a Xena costume, I'm going full leather skirt.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the only thing that comes with the Xena costume, full leather skirt.
I also want those blades.
This
Oh,
is our
for
deal.
real.
As our pact. When we go for the graduation, we all wear the same dress, and then afterwards we'll go get matching tattoos.
I agree. This
That
is
the
what we
only
will do.
time. Deal. Put your hands in. You have to swear upon it.
Histor's just gonna raise his arm from his tree. Just gonna put it
Oh,
down in
God.
front of him.
He's trying. Everybody else, put your hands in.
My hand is in.
Valas,
Valas will take the picture and stack it on top of the hands.
Princess, Dante. You're wearing the dress too. You better believe it.
I have no problem doing this.
Perfect.
Of course, I have a pattern picked out already.
Because he's confident in his dress wearing ability.
Are you going to design our dresses?
He must have learned from his father.
After you guys make your pact, sleep slowly takes hold.
By the way, chat, we are now taking submissions for dress designs. And we will all vote on them and choose which dress design we are all going to wear.
Because Valas only has to because he's a elf. Can I get up early and read?
Oh, 100%. How many hours you got left?
8.
Knock out 6.
Dope.
Any type of dress.
We're so close.
I prefer boatneck dresses.
2 more hours and I find out all the secrets of the sword. Or whatever.
The secrets of the sword.
The secret of the sword is you in your first match where you touch swords and lock docking.
Turns out,
Ah, the
turns out
secrets
sword
have been
fighting's a lot
unlocked.
like. Turns out sword fighting's a lot like pissing in a urinal.
Piss on the guy's shoes next to you so you prove your dominance.
Not like a normal urinal, like one of those trough urinals at a stadium.
Don't know what those are. That's not an experience I'm familiar with.
We have trough urinals at Southeast Missouri State.
The kind of urinals they pour ice into,
Wrigley
that
Field.
way, you know. That
Why
way you
do
can
they
melt
pour-
the ice.
Ice in
Unlike,
there.
unlike the trough at Lambeau where you got to stare eye and eye with the guy right across from you.
Yeah, the one in
Yep.
the middle.
Yep.
Wait, did,
Yep.
all of this is real?
Yeah.
Pretty much historic men's restrooms are just very, very, very awkward like male gay sexual fantasy arenas.
Yeah. Nothing like taking a piss while looking another dude in the eye.
Yeah.
Don't look down. Do not look down. You look down, you look all the way down.
Challenge for you though. Try taking a piss with another guy's hand on your shoulder.
Well,
it's cardio,
before we-
dude. What are you talking about?
You'll stop midstream, I guarantee it. Don't care who you are.
This is a weird
before we go down that rabbit hole.
World, yeah. Do they really put ice in it?
Don't worry, I'll show you. Yeah, it cuts down the splashing.
Yep.
Okay, no, we've heard enough. Don't need to know anymore.
Don't worry,
All right, go ahead and mark
I'll fill our
a
toilet with ice, and I'll show you.
mark a long rest on
Thank you.
all of your sheets.
You don't have those issues. Thankfully.
Surprised you guys had never talked about them.
We normally have really nice things like sofas.
All right, pull her back in.
Sorry.
You guys are gonna exit out of the Fey portal. Back inside the temple of Amon. Cold hits your skin. Running. So we do this.
Let's go find us some of these ice tunnels.
We need to make it back to the ship first.
Oh, that's true. Can you bring out your dead horses again?
It can. It's gonna cost me quite a bit of magic, but yeah, I can do it.
No, that's okay. We should save up. Let's do the walking.
We
Since
got
we're
some.
not
We should have
cold
some
enough.
time, right? We got time between now and when we get to the. It'll be okay.
You sure?
I wouldn't bet on it.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
tough. Let's just walk. It's fine. I'm not cold anymore.
That's
So
true.
this is pretty nice, actually. Stretch out the legs.
Fair enough. Maybe we can. If you don't feel like time is of the essence, then yeah, sure, let's walk.
Well, don't phrase it that way. Obviously, time is of the essence. No one seems to be doing well, but we also have to play it smart and conserve what we can.
Fair
Well,
enough.
Instead of blowing hot breath, let's move the fuck out of this temple and make our way towards the boat.
Fine. Let's go. We're gonna walk out. I will lead the path.
As we exit the temple, Valas is gonna turn back around and just look back and thank you for everything you've given us.
Valas,
Yeah.
I do believe that's the most gracious you've ever been.
It's not every day you're given the answers to all your questions.
No, it is not.
I build a 1 foot tall snowman outside of his temple. Perfect. Now he has a new guardian. Let's go. We'll name it Jerry.
Jerry would like that a lot.
Jerry would like it a lot.
If only he could dance.
You know, Jerry,
Trying.
I would name it Jerry. Jerry couldn't even hold on to his swords.
I at least made it, so I get to call it. You want to have your own, you can build your own stupid snowman, but we have to go.
You guys remember that giant crocodile or alligator or whatever the fuck it was?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, the one that we used you as bait for?
Yeah, that's the one.
Talk about Nightstone memories.
Long time ago.
Good times.
One.
Are you still drunk, Valas?
Yeah, maybe. A little bit.
That's a guess.
Might have woken up early, had a few pictures.
think Jerry spends all of his time now dancing?
Probably.
I hope so. He always did love to dance.
Hopefully he's gotten better with all this time. Probably not.
Does have plenty of time.
You know, it's been a long time since I've danced.
Dance.
Maybe next time. No, not right now. We're walking.
No,
Don't say no.
You
Maybe at like Lord Rolling Horn's next party.
you have
We'll give it
been
a shot then.
you have been holding back this whole time, Ruby Shore.
I was a musician last time. I'm sorry for sharing many of my artistic talents. I just didn't get around to doing that one yet. I'm sorry. I thought the Rat Man dancing was kind of cool, but apparently you that cool trick.
You know, I'm a musician as well. I play an instrument.
No one cares, Valas.
Fine.
Besides skin flute?
If you don't want to, if you don't want to hear it, that's fine.
I do. Play us a song while we walk. We've got a long way to go, so hearing something might be nice.
Wallace is going to look at Ruby and then lift one leg while cueing radio. I'm a young Mozart.
Right. Ruby, you get the alert card.
What is that?
You have to look it up.
I will.
It's a beautiful tune, Valis.
That was
Happy it with one of my own.
well.
It's
Wow.
It's my masterpiece. It still has a little bit of work I gotta do to it, but we're getting there.
Careful.
Clearly.
Don't push beyond your second movement because it all turns to shit after that. Trust me, I've tried before.
I get it.
Wait, did I actually get the Ruby Shore to laugh at one of my dad's?
I did
I
not.
think you have
Cheekios.
accomplished.
You heard it.
No.
You heard it.
Did it?
No. I have a very serious face and I was coughing earlier. It sounds a lot like laughing because I'm such a pleasant soul.
Careful. You'll find out. Mr. Faust is a punny dragonborn.
She picks up a snowball and throws it at his face. Or tries to. I don't know.
Roll a
Is
hit.
this an attack? Oh no.
Unarmed strike.
That is an 8.
Nope, you are gonna miss that hit.
That was fun to throw. Let's keep going now. No one knows that I tried to hit Histor because it was such a bad throw, I hope. Looks like I'm just like throwing him out in the wind. Whatever.
All right. You guys all make your way outside the temple. The ice and the cold whips around. Back in the valley of Cardoon.
Great. Ice
Guys.
world.
Begin to make your way down the side of the mountain. You guys descend into the whipped wind at Valley Cardoon. As you can see, the snow and the ice coming down a little bit harder than the last time that you got here. I need you to roll a perception check.
$14.
18.
3.
18.
What is your perception
Yep.
modifier? What?
0.
Ruby.
14. See, I rolled a 3 as well, but
Obviously, your perception is much better than mine.
it's a little higher.
You look through and you swear in between this snow and ice you see Lothar. Blood dripping down the front of his face. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 other berserkers behind him. In the middle of this valley, underneath your feet, begins to shake harder than even inside the temple. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. Who's 14 or higher?
I am.
Cheekios is on his ass.
Fuck, Cheekios.
Alistar is on her ass.
What
As a massive crevasse opens up. And a giant purple worm emerges from the center.
We just awakened some prehistoric creature.
Purple worm.
Lothar and the rest of the berserkers start running at the party. I need you guys to all roll for initiative.
I'm gonna pull out my new handy dandy bow.
Get it, girl!
Didn't forget about Dre, but you forgot about Lothar.
Oh, I had not forgot about Lothar. Not the whole time we were in there did I ever forget about Lothar.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
pretty forgettable
wondered-
for me.
Just wondered what it was going to amass into, and short Earl a shitstorm.
All right, Histor.
I'm a whopping 13.
Ruby.
10. I was not ready for a fight.
Valas.
23.
All right, Valas, you lead top of the round.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
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 Aw.
Well, Valas is one second. Valas is going to fire just as these guys roll in. He's gonna fire firebolt. He's gonna snap his fingers and create flame in his hand and cast it out at the front runner here.
All right, aim for Lothar, who is no longer charmed.
With my +3 from my sword, that'll give me +12 to hit.
Wait, is Lothar actually attacking us? I thought it was just the worm.
Oh no, he's bringing the fucking barbarian horde against us right now.
There was one clue to this in the last episode. They had tattoos of the purple worm.
Ooh, nice. That's a 30 to hit. 30 hit.
30 will hit.
23 fire damage.
Oh, 23 fire damage. Oh, you damn near turn Lothar into Dark Man in one turn.
Nice reference.
Let me see. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Oh wait. Hold on. Let me bonus. Let me use bonus action. Maybe. I got new stuff now. Okay. I guess because of that sword, because of the new sword I got, I can use a bonus action to cast a spell through it as well. So let's just hit him with the chromatic orb as well.
Let's see here.
I think that's how it works, right?
Which line is on that? Is that divert? Or
Nope, that is right under mana charge. These charges can be spent as bonus actions in addition to spells. The
charges are what manipulate the spell.
Oh shit, never mind. Yeah, you're right. I was reading that wrong. Oh, good. Never mind then. Sorry, new shit. I'm good then. I will I guess all I'll do is I'll move out front to do that.
Right. Alistar is going to pull her bow back and release Hail of Thorns.
Ooh, get it.
Center mass on where Lothar is, so we'll get 4 of them. God, we haven't had Hail of Thorns since 90.
Mm-hmm. Didn't he just absolutely decimate in the fucking Goblin King cave with that?
Oh, low level? Low level, it just wrecks. Let's see here. This is going to be at 4th level. Oh, dear God. Increased by 1d10 for each slot. So, yeah, for AoE with 4d10. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so they're going to make a dexterity saving throw. That is an 8 for Lothar. I'll roll for the other 3. That is a 4. Those guys are all going to fail. 4d10.
Yeah. Make him cry.
Let's go. That is a high roll. 34 points of damage.
Ooh.
Nice.
As they explode and splinter their way. Lothar is looking on death's door already before he even makes the run. So are the barbarians, the 3 back behind him. That will be the end of Alistar's turn. All right, that worm is going to rise up. And it is so large, it is able to hunch up and over. Every one of you are in its attack range right now. It's very similar to the Kraken battle. Valas, it is going to attempt to use its stinger on you. That is a 25 to hit.
I believe that will hit. Give me 1 second. Okay. I will, even though it won't save me from taking damage, I will use arcane deflection as a reaction, and it will deal 7 magic damage to this guy, and then the 2 on either side.
7 more magic damage to them.
Yeah, I've got I don't know where it's listed, but I think it's the deflecting shroud. So you cause magical energy to arc from you when you use arcane deflection. Up to 3 creatures of your choice within 60 feet take force damage equal to half your wizard level.
Bam. DTD.
Nice. I don't avoid damage, but I deal out the death.
As it swings in and strikes you with its stinger, you deflect out, and 2 of those berserkers just fly back and fall back into the crevasse. You're going to take 19 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I think that is 14. Let me double check. I guess I'm not concentrating on anything right now, so yeah, just 14.
14. You will fail.
Okay.
You're going to take 42 points of poison damage.
Oh, God.
Okay, lesson learned.
I'm immune to poison.
I was gonna say you're immune to poison.
Oh, lucky dead duck.
Suck it, nerd.
As your body is racked with poison, you just your entire body locks up for a second.
It's gonna travel up through my veins, up my neck, and I'm gonna spit it out.
Yeah, that's badass.
Seeing you still standing there, the head of it goes down for a bite attack. 8 plus 22.
That'll hit.
It's going to do 22 points of piercing damage. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Remember you have inspo.
I know. I'm about to use it. That'll be a 22.
22. You succeed, just dodging out from being swallowed by this giant purple worm. All right. End of that worm's turn. Cheekios' turn. Right. I can make this. All right. Cheekios begin casting. As you see roots sprout up from the ground. As he makes a wall of thorns 10 feet high. Completely separating off the barbarians from the front of the party.
So it's just a wall. Okay.
Is it like so? Oh, okay.
I don't really have anything good to mark this with.
So it's a wall between Valas and all the barbarians.
10 feet high that's up. It's like razor wire.
Valas is gonna look back and say, I had him right where I wanted him.
Oh, I'm sure you did. All right, and then on my bone ass action, I will dump 6, 5, 17 points for you, Valas, in healing.
Nope.
Histor, Faust, it is your turn.
Now there's the giant wall of thorns between me and him and everyone else. I'm kind of cut off here. Oh, wait, hold on. Tried it once before, let's try it again.
What are you doing?
Oh, I gotta read this sheet before I get into it.
Like, what trouble are you cooking up right now?
I don't even know if it's gonna work against something this large. Oh, that's cool.
Okay, there's our wall.
All right. He's pulled this off once before. Let's see if it'll happen again. As he pulls this giant frost giant axe from behind his back, he points it at this purple worm. Casts banishment, the 4th level, at the big purple worm.
Oh,
that's clever.
Shit!
I don't have any other ranged attacks. It's the only
That's
thing
really
to do.
clever.
It's either that or try and command him. If I can get him off the field, then I get him off the field. He needs a charisma saving throw of 15.
Dude,
Doesn't
he's
look very
negative
charismatic
3.
to me. I wouldn't buy a vacuum from that guy. No way.
Here it comes.
Please be shitty. Please be shitty. Please be
there's gotta
shitty.
be.
Nope, it's not shitty. He wins.
Oh.
Wait, hold on. No.
Wait.
-3. It's 15.
Just with a 15.
Freaking kidding me.
Well, that's great.
Oh, so close.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
She hurts. She hurts a lot.
Hurts a lot.
Gosh darn it.
So, after trying to banish this purple worm, I'm going to activate this new armor of mine in hopes that if he comes at me, I'm gonna be okay.
At least we're hiding.
Oh, he's up and over the top. We're not. I'm not. I mean, eek. Well, that's that third level slot. See you later. Adios.
It was worth a try.
Fuck yeah, it was. I mean, after I got the giant, it definitely worth a try. What's in my bonus actions? I use my bonus action to activate my armor. All right, I'm done. Just stay locked in with our line right here.
All right. These berserkers have no fucks given. They're going to try to run up and through. These are all needles and thorns. They all have to make dexterity saving throws, or they're going to take 7d8.
Whoa.
Damn.
That's a really good wall.
And they will
died
not
by
be
7
able to get
damage
over it.
earlier.
The wall that bites back. Bites back? Oh, they're not biting through the wall. I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, they will fail. My DC is so high now. Everything's a fucking 18 or higher. They will all take 32 points.
Damn.
Ooh, ouch.
And they are all going to be stuck up on that wall trying to go up and over. The only one that's not going to is Lothar. So one of these DTD, he's just gonna get stuck entangled in thorns as these vines wrap up around his throat and just squeeze him like a grape. Where's the other one that Valas damaged?
It was Lothar plus the 2 that died already.
Okay, I guess that was a little bit left from Alistar's shot. Sweet. All right, Ruby Shore, it is your turn.
Okay. Let me check something really quick.
While you're checking, I can hear you. I'm going to use the restroom.
Okay.
Awesome.
Choose wisely, because he's listening to you IAPs.
And the trough?
Yeah.
Gosh, filled with ice.
I
Right
can't
now
believe you're so scarred from that.
It's not scarred. It's just like, oh, that's
Right now he's
It's a
staring at
world.
me in the eyes.
that I've never heard of. Like, oh, that's a thing. Never would have thought of that. Like, women's restrooms are typically fairly nice.
Yep.
Okay.
That's how they get you in.
What are you doing?
I think I'm gonna be really bold, as Ruby is.
God.
I'm gonna have her. Let's see here. We have 30 walking feet. We're gonna move, and I'm gonna cast a spell. Here. Good grief.
Oh God.
Yeah. I moved, going through that. I wonder if that's okay. If I go down and around.
As long as as far as I understand, as long as it's within your movement.
Yeah. I mean, that is within my range.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Yeah. And over. So, dear heavens alive. Okay. At the 4th level, I've learned a new spell. And I am going to cast Agonazar's Scorcher.
Oh, you're gonna do the whole line. Let's
doing
go.
The whole line.
Dexterity saving throws.
A roaring flame, 30 feet long and 5 feet wide, emanates from you in a direction of you choosing. Each creature in that line must make a dexterity saving throw. The creature takes, well, depending at the
That's
second level,
8.
it's 38. All that fun stuff. Yeah.
They will all fail.
Oh, just like that's it. They're failing.
Yeah, I'm group rolling all of those. I will roll. I've been rolling Lothar independently, so we'll give Lothar.
It's
Lothar with a nat 1.
Double that damage.
Yes. Okay.
Holy fuck.
All right. Well, I was
Lothar's
casting
still
at
hungry.
the 4th level, so that's really fun. So let's do that. That is 5d8s.
Can you even count that high?
Shut up. More. Okay, that is 29 points of damage.
D
Of fire
T
damage.
D.
Yes, like the whole line.
That
All
is
of
the
them?
whole line, and I will let you thematically roast that wall of thorns because I would drop it anyway then. So
Perfect.
just roast the whole thing.
All right, Ruby gets down on all fours and just breathes out a fire that just races down that line, setting them aflame. And as in their pain, they rush towards the wall out of confusion, and it sets the whole thing into this fiery blaze of wall of fire.
Hey, I thought I was supposed to be the fire-breathing dragonborn around here.
You've got to
Let's
keep up.
go.
This cat is learning a few new tricks.
Let's go.
Dope.
All right. Who can top that?
Purple Nurple.
Hey, that was rude. And
You're not the only one with fire.
dang it. Well,
Get him, Dante. Get him.
All right. They have to make a dexterity saving throw of 21. I think this will be the first time I've ever rolled dexterity saving throw for a purple worm. What is it? Whoa, it's surprisingly -2. Let's go, baby!
Why couldn't that have been the first roll, man?
It's gonna take 63 points of fire damage. This Dante, inspired by Ruby Shore, continues to set this Valley of Cardoon ablaze. Back to the top of the round, Valas.
Okay. Still trying to figure out how this sword works. So,
Which one are you gonna try?
well, I understand how like the spells work, but I don't understand how the sword, like if you use it as a sword, you don't get to use any of the effects, right? So basically its only use is to modify my spells I'm casting. Is that right?
No, the sword gives you a +3 to any spell attacks that you do.
Right. But like if I were to physically stab with the sword, it doesn't do any other magic damage in itself.
No, it's not intended to be that. It modifies
Okay.
spells and modifies your spell damage.
Double checking.
I mean,
there.
you can certainly do that if you
Right.
want. I'll let you swing it as a +3 sword, but like that's not its.
Nah, it's all good. I will. Let's see, what's the distance here? I will use the mana points on the sword to use distant, so that I can use vampiric touch on the worm.
Oh, nice! That's a good use of that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and RP what it looks like to be Vampire the Masquerade from distance.
I will. I'll actually use the sword itself. I'll pull out the sword and hold it in both hands as I strike the ground with it, and it has a green, kind of a green necrotic beam that just lights the ground up as it just like shoots through the snow and makes its way to the worm. And let's see if we hit this thing.
Worm's got to make or no, you get to roll to attack.
Yeah, I believe I get to roll. Hold on. Yeah, I get to roll. That's a 27 to hit.
27 will hit.
And I was casting this at 7th level.
Oh shit!
Wow.
So,
You mean
Overkill.
business.
all right. I don't know if it's overkill or not.
It's a giant worm. Gotta play it safe, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
These are
that is-
notoriously out punch their weight in D&D because of what they can do.
So that'll be 28 points of necrotic damage, as that line of green, that green ethereal light shoots up through the snow, and then just a giant beam from in the snow and water shoots up, just encasing the worm and just sucking the moisture out of it, and then just seems to draw back in towards me. Yeah.
It's been a running theme for Valas this evening.
What a night it's been.
Oh, what a night.
I said 28 damage, right?
28
So
damage.
I get half that in healing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Let's go. Yeah, I needed the healing, so I did 7th level.
It's not so much that you feared the worm, but you feared your own death.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that'll be all I do for my turn. As that green, the health just draws back up into the sword in like a reverse motion, and then up into my arms.
Hell yeah. All right.
Too many innuendos tonight.
And your endo.
That's what I said.
All right. It's another spell that I know nothing about. Oh, come on. Bring the card up.
No, I don't want to do it.
Don't you dare take me into that game.
I built my first bridge today. I feel very accomplished. I got a ladder now.
Bet you do. There we go. No. Nope, didn't pull up. You know what? So
You're cursed.
Yep, can't do it. So we're shooting that bow a couple of times. Well, there we go. Nat 1. Well, fuck me. And a 6. So there we go. Fucking
Did someone curse you?
my own frustration and not being able to pull up Stalker's Fury. I am just going to bonus action Hunter's Mark that fucking worm. And just whiff on both. Fuck me. I was so badass in the other fight.
There's balance to everything in the world.
All right, the worm is going to try to swing its stinger over your way, Ruby Shore.
Aw.
No. 18 plus God knows what will hit.
Yeah, that'll 18 plus will hit.
32. Yep. You're going to take 19 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Okay, that will get me to 18.
You will still fail. You're gonna take 42 points of poison damage.
Fucking hit her.
Okay, that hurt.
As that poison racks through your veins, seeing you weaken, that worm is going to go in and bite you, Ruby.
Okay.
16, that's going to be a 30 to hit. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. All right, that is going to be a 26.
26. The DC is a 19.
Oh,
You
thank
succeed from being swallowed, but you still take 22 points of piercing damage.
Fucking worm is big.
I'm down. I'm down. That really hurt. And I lost my inspiration.
But you weren't swallowed.
That's true. So my
And that's
body is
very important.
there. Don't none of you laugh your stupid laughs.
I wish that I still had it on my board, but I don't.
I'm gonna swallow that guy.
But you weren't swallowed, and that's all that counts. This one's getting demonetized.
Never.
Someone saved me.
There goes your quarter.
Savage.
Fucking brutal, bro.
I am going to run as quick as I can over to Ruby. I'm going to cast with my new healing staff. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cast.
I'm gonna let you die.
I'm going to.
Actually, no. You're gonna die.
That's what I interpreted that as. Like, wait.
No, I'm going to use my 6th level spell slot and cast heal on you. Run a rover, and I'm going to give you 70 points of healing, Ruby.
Oh, thanks. I'm sorry. I was reckless.
No, do not be sorry. We have to kill this thing before it eats all of us, Ruby.
Okay. Oof.
Histor, before your turn, I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws as the ground begins to shake and crack below us.
It's a 19 for me.
19 as well.
15.
17 for Cheekios. Alistar fails.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, she is so large that the crevasse will not swallow her up. You guys falling through and catching yourself as her, oh shit, I got my ankle stuck in this. the right person to fail. Histor, it is your turn.
Oh, I'm rushing in like Histor does.
Oh, how much damage will this be?
I don't know, but I'm running in. As I run in, you see me swipe my hand across with an utterance, and I cast my hunter's mark on the big purple worm.
Doubles hunter's marked.
Going in, Great Weapon Master, Divine Smite. We're gonna hit this real good like. Let me get these dice ready just in case I hit. If not, I'll put them away. That first one is going to be a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Don't smile at me like that. Did that just hit? God damn it. Don't play your poker face on me. This asshole. Ugh. All right. First strike is going to be 49 points damage. What?
I was like, the fucking worm is huge. I moved your token up next to it.
Yeah, it's big boy. That'll be 49 points damage total.
Oof.
All right, 49 points of damage as it wreathes, as you're just hacking away at this thing.
Let's hit it again. Same strike. It's going to be a 19.
19 will just hit.
I almost pooped a little.
I know you thought it was 20 or above. I wanted to pip it.
20. I totally thought it was 20 or above. Oh my god. 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 That's disgusting. All right. This one is going to be 52 points total damage.
52 points of damage. As you inflict massive damage on this purple worm, hacking away, just carving chunks out of it. Anything else for your turn, Histor?
I'm just checking to see if I've got anything left. Checking my cards just to be sure, because I think I'm about to get my ass whooped. I think that is it. I'm gonna stay locked in with this big purple worm. I don't think any of my cards are gonna help me right now. Yep, that's it.
All right. Ruby, before your turn, it's going to use one of its lair actions. And it's going to try and whip its stinger around towards Radio. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's an 18.
You will fail.
Fuck.
You're going to take Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not how that works with dexterity. This is a stinger attack. So first I need to roll to try to hit you.
Okay.
So void that out. That is a 26 to hit.
That'll get hit done.
So it's going to do 19 points of piercing. So 8 points of damage to you. Now you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is going to be 21.
21. You will succeed. You will take 21 points of poison damage.
Ooh, motherfucker, that thing hurts. Okay, got it. We're cool. We're cool. Lots of life left.
Ruby, you have risen. It is your turn.
I've risen from the grave. Cool. I'm going to move back. Let's see here. 30 feet back. I'm just gonna move myself 30 feet back. And I'm gonna shoot with my longbow.
Oh, let's go!
Which is fine because that's a good enough distance that I feel safer. I'm going as far back as I can right now. I don't want to hurt anymore. Okay. So let's see if we hit. With our initial damage, that is going to be a 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
Perfect. Okay, so let us see.
Yeah, so I just enabled. So a lot of times on your equipment, you have to you have to click it that you actually is equipped. Yeah, so you have a plus 11.
Yeah, which was fantastic and very necessary.
Fucking redunk.
Particular one. I needed that. Very glad for that. All right, let's see then for damage. Okay, that is going to be 10 points of piercing damage. And then let me figure out fire damage on top of that. And then 7 points of fire damage.
What was their first number? Shit. 11? 10. Okay, 17 points. Awesome.
17 points total. Yeah.
All right. First arrow finds true.
Awesome. Okay. And then we will do it again because I get 2 attacks per action. Okay, that is gonna be a 37. 20, no, that's not right. 27. My gosh, my math is way
how
off.
is that even possible? Yes, that hits.
How did you do that? 27.
That's a 100 to hit.
That is 100.
180.
It's amazing. Okay. That is going to be
180
damage.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Numbers. 14 piercing.
14 plus
6. So 20 points damage total on that.
Oh, let's go. The worm is starting to look like it's taken significant damage.
When you're bad at math, you can hit anything.
Anything else for your turn, Ruby?
No, that's my turn. Thank you.
Dante will not get his breath weapon back.
Oh.
In turn, Dante is going to fly over towards you, Histor. if you want to get onto Dante's back.
Let's ride this dragon.
You can accept.
Yep, we're going. Tag team back again.
All right. Well, Dante does a flyby of this purple worm. He's going to fucking bite. Oh, Dante, where did your card go?
Find it amongst the 96 other tabs you have open right now.
Where did you go? I don't know the base roll of adult dragon bite, but I bet it does about 23 points of damage. What's it do? Dude, I'm gonna shit if it's close. 19. I was close.
You were.
You need to trust your instincts.
Well, most of the time, that's why it just gets bullshitted, because I usually kind of know what it is. Yep, that's a plus 14. That's a 26. That's gonna hit. 19 points of piercing damage comes in with a flyby bite and rip. All right, Valas, it is your turn.
Boss is sword still in the snow, having siphoned off all the health. The sword is actually gonna, his hands start to vibrate, and in his head he's gonna think that he hears a almost a whisper, a voice that says, "Unleash my fury." And almost knowing what to do, he's gonna pick that sword up and drive it straight into the ground, using Arcane Barrage to expend all the spell slots.
Oh shit.
An Empowered Magic Missile spell once per day. And I've already pre-rolled the damage.
Oh, because it's auto hit. What is it?
It's you expend all of the Luna's stored mana charges, dealing 2d4 plus 2 damage per mana consumed. I have 7 left. Is increased. Yeah, I can increase it by expending spell slots, but I'm not going to. But so I'm gonna drive that sword as it whispers to me into the ground, and it's gonna just deal just a semicircle, like a shockwave of just black necrotic looking energy out for 54 damage.
DTD.
Baby!
The coolest ending.
Go!
That's right.
Drive that shit in the ground. It's just gonna shockwave, and the damage is just gonna necrotic, just basically just disintegrate it. So there's just nothing but bits floating in the air.
As it hits the side of this worm, it sounds like the cannons off the side of Valas's ship. As it explodes, that worm, and gets hit in multiple spots. Histor, as you and Dante are flying around the core, seeing it explode as it tries to lash out and grab at you. You take one last swing with your axe, knocking one of the pieces of the worm, cutting it to the ground. As it looks like a piece is gonna come in and bite towards us, one of Valas's missiles just explodes and blows part of its fucking head off. As we rip around, as it wreathes, it sinks back down into the earth where it came from.
And then I'm gonna roll a wisdom save to see what happens, since I expended all the spell slots. DC of 20. It's a 20. Oh, so I'm good. I got good wisdom saving throws.
So nothing bad happens to me. It's great.
So I don't lose a spell slot. That's great.
What insane move did you just put together?
I just used all 10 charge. Well, I used the 7 remaining charges of that just to give one big magic missile.
Becca, I gave your husband the power of math.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God, it's exactly what he needed. That's all he wanted.
Perfect. The best part is now I have to cast non modified spells to get half the spell slots worth of charge back into the sword. That's the best part. Now we get to add. We just subtracted.
Math nerd, you just have fun with that. I'm gonna swing my fucking axe in everybody else's face.
Cool. Breathe fire.
Hey,
you look at
you know what? Here's a toast to you for knowing the numbers. I know axe and death.
The lore of this sword is dope. You can speak telepathically with it in every language because it's a being of pure arcane energy formed into a sword.
Jeez, if you love it so much, why don't you marry it?
I might.
He's alright. I mean, never mind.
I'm out.
Deuces.
That I've been replaced. Cool.
You don't have worm killing damage.
I've killed plenty of worms in my life.
There's just enough worm left to cross this crevasse and make your way back to Harshnag's sacrifice. As you trek with the newfound gifts and the boon of the Allfather. Company in tow. You guys make your way back to the vessel. This is your chance for any RP before you set course back to Jarl Storvald's.
To be honest, I did not expect to see a worm appear. I am exhausted. And we haven't even gotten to the Jarl's place yet. Palisade or whatever it's called. Frickin' royalty. Don't understand it all.
Ruby, that's why we gotta find those tunnels. That's our way in without having to find a whole army worth of whatever the fuck that purple worm was.
I don't think we're going to find any purple worms in the tunnels, right?
Worse.
It was a great time to test our new gifts. And he's gonna take his sword and he's gonna swing it around a couple times, and then he's gonna actually like flip it around and hold it up to his ear, trying to listen, see if it was actually talking to him or not.
Valas, why don't you go read your book? Maybe it might actually teach you how to use that thing.
I think I know how to use it. You just see how I took out that worm?
It was really cool looking, I will say that. Can I borrow your sword?
No.
Doesn't hurt to ask. Does it have a name? I mean, you're talking to it like it's a person, so I figure you probably
I'm not
named
talking
it.
to my sword. It'll be weird. It's crazy.
You're weird. You're very
You're weird.
creepy. You're an undead. You're automatically creepy. That's not a choice you get. You
I'm
should
not
name
talking.
it.
I'm just like listening to it like it's a seashell.
I'm just saying you should consider naming it. All great swords have a name.
Well, maybe
A great sword.
it is a great sword, and maybe we'll name it soon, but I'll have to sleep on it.
You can name it Worm Slayer.
That doesn't sound as good as you think.
It's the one thing that I think he finally loves more than himself.
You might be right, Cheekios. You might be right.
Laugh all you want, but there's just something. It just feels right in my hand.
Yeah, he's fallen in love with it already. That's great.
Something about it just adds up.
It's just gonna look at Cheekios and shake his head.
Yes. And this is the team that we take to Svardborg.
All right.
The Burg of Flesh Giants. Literally the heir apparent to the throne right now.
Unless you want to go fetch Nightcock out of a prison that's surrounded by Jan C. Ben and his air elementals, then yeah, this is the team we're taking to that son of a bitch.
I think this is where we have to begin, right?
We have to for Emery and Kiki's sake.
It's cold here.
Not as cold as it used to be, though.
That's true, thank goodness. Emery is probably complaining a ton, though.
I'm sure he's managed to somehow work up all that shit he's got in there, and he's making brew. He's drunk off his ass right now. At least that's what I hope.
Yeah. Hope he's all right. Our group is incomplete, isn't it?
But they're not dead, so that's something.
Or undead. We've just got some of them. Do you think we'll find Kiki along the way?
I'm sure that she was outside the palace. I'm sure if that's where we're going, we'll find her.
Look for a monkey ice cube somewhere in an ice field. Sure.
I mean, at least
we have a bond. I'll find her.
She'll be all right, I imagine. I think she's not going anywhere. I imagine being frozen in an ice cube, but
yeah, she's probably taking more offense to the fact that she can't talk to anybody than the ice.
She's talkative.
If she wasn't dead, I would probably say that would kill her.
When she is free, she can eat all of the bacon underneath all of the blankets she wants.
We'll make her a blanket. We'll find her a memento somewhere in this place. That shouldn't be too hard, right? We're just fighting a bunch of giants and their armies. It's not hard.
Just get her a rock. She's easily impressed.
A rock? Is that what you would get her? A rock?
She likes shiny things and rocks.
You would get her a rock.
She has simple tastes.
Okay, let's pretend Histor was missing and we found him again. What gift would you give him? A rock too?
No, I'd probably give him a sword or something.
I'll not lie, I would probably fart in my hands and attempt to gas mask him from behind.
Okay,
That's more what I would expect. Exactly. Thank you.
Very terrible. Whatever. Ugh. You should think about it.
You're
It's been
horrible
a
people.
while. If we save her, you should give her something special. Not a rock?
Give her a special rock.
Oh my gosh.
Shiny one.
Don't
You
lie
can paint
about
your
us. We
initials
saw
on
how you
it.
acted the day that she was gone.
You didn't come inside at all, actually.
Hey, listen.
You stayed out all night
You
looking
don't-
for her.
You don't tell me how to talk to my crew. I know what they like.
Rocks, apparently. Are there a lot of rocks in the sea?
Not everybody likes rocks. That's what she likes.
And next you're going to tell us that she had the rock collection.
Well, she had a pet rock.
Oh my god. Did she? Did she really? Tell us more about Kiki's rock collection and her pet rock that she had.
It would, I don't know. She was very protective of it. She named it Percival. Okay, she always carried it everywhere.
Looks like one of those little hands.
Great, let me write this down for Kiki's backstory.
You're welcome.
Percival.
I think you're full of shit, Emery.
It was a shiny red rock.
I hate you so much.
It was a mood stone.
She
You could
spends
say.
hours staring at Percival.
Hours?
Kiki had a lot of time on her hands.
I gotta make this work somehow.
She used to take him up to the crow's
We've
nest so
heard
he could
enough
see
of
the
it. We're not
horizon.
talking anymore about her.
She would show him the horizons
You
from the
know
crow's
very
nest.
little about your crew.
Kiki, I miss you so much. I can't wait till we're reunited again. And I don't have to worry about you being an ice cube.
Isn't it the best when your character's not around to dispute anything?
Yeah, I mean, I gave Histor 18 kids one episode.
Sure you did.
That was the last time I missed an episode, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
He said a lot of personality traits that episode for
Great.
Histor.
Yeah. Oh, we're not good people.
She used to make tiny clothes for the rock. I don't know. It was weird.
Tiny clothes for the rock.
She used to knit them herself.
A lot of time on that ship.
We didn't have any yarn or wool, so she just used lint from everyone's clothing.
Oh God! Oh God! It's a little knit sweater. This is the most convincing backstory I've ever been told.
I have 8 more pages. Do you want?
No.
I wrote this
No
thing out.
more.
I've just been waiting to read it.
Why does it all have to be about my pet Percival?
Oh,
Who I apparently knitted clothing for out of lint.
Hey, no one's
Lint
ever gonna say that
sweater.
my improv is bad.
No, it's bad.
as the rest
I
of the
would say
crew
it's
looks
rockin'.
to the horizon, picturing that lint sweater. Over a majestic pet rock with googly eyes and lipstick.
No, you too.
You guys set your compass towards Sarvorg. And that is where we will pick up next week.
I'm mad.
Why?
Now I gotta figure out how Percy fits into the freaking Kiki's
Percival.
story.
Let's get the name complete. It's not Percy, it's Percival.
Fine, Percival, because it's formal and
It's a
Kiki
be- it's the
respects this
beautiful
rock
pet rock.
apparently. Very.
It's a beautiful pet rock.
First I lock you in a cage, now I give you a pet rock. I control your characters.
Darn it. I will come up with something.
I am your god.
The Pet Rock and Purple Worm episode. There you
That
go.
makeup monkey freaks me out. That makeup monkey freaks me out.
Like, because it looks exactly like Kiki.
That's not what Kiki looks like.
Kiki is really a reanimated sock monkey.
Oh my gosh, that's worse.
I love sock monkeys. It's-
Yeah, we all got epic gear and Kiki got a rock.
oh my God.
Armor,
He's like,
sword,
no
crossbow,
weapons.
rock.
Just a small red rock. But it's a cool rock with lipstick and googly eyes,
Yes.
apparently.
It's a solid rock.
It's fine. I'm going to make this work.
I want at least a picture on Instagram at some point this week with a rock and a crocheted sweater.
Listen, I just believe in your acting and improv abilities, and I wanted to present you with the challenge to really shine.
I'll present you with a punch in the face.
Talking to a rock is a great opportunity to really
You were
showcase your
Talking
ability.
to your sword like a crazy person.
No, it was talking to me.
We'll get to have marriage counseling with both of them talking into their inanimate objects next week.
Oh, this is a healthy way of handling. Everyone who's just find a rock outside and it's your new best friend.
Sometimes it can be.
I'm excited about all of us wearing dresses.
Oh, our Xena Warrior Princess cosplay is gonna be great.
It will be fantastic.
That's a lot of kilt. It's a lot of kilt. It's a lot of kilt.
I don't wear underwear when I wear the kilt. I'll just tell you that right now. Luckily, there's not an under desk cam, or else I just have to go on my OnlyFans page.
If you do have an OnlyFans page, I'll tune into it.
Oh, Magdalene, come on. You've seen it before. You want to see it again.
Oh, you don't have to fire me up to butter my bread.
I just want to melt your butter over this piece.
Don't bring back the old Histor Faust. It's on every woman I put in a campaign 74 or above.
Trust me, I thought about hitting on Alistar, but decided to let it go.
No, because she's obviously far too young for your taste by 35 years.
Oh my God.
The only thing that tempted you was the fact that it is a giant. I already know. Thank you for letting me insert that she thinks of you as her godparents before that could happen.
Thanks for killing that boner, dude.
Very set.
Or did
Not a
he?
romantic interest.
I have had to set lines in the sand with a few characters, and I got to it quick enough.
Will not do this.
He didn't even get a chance to get over there and slide up there and go, "How you doing?"
I like the way you shoot your Fabo there. But it would have been equally as awesome for you to get shot down by someone who thinks you're a parental figure.
Yeah,
You should still go for it. Yeah. Please, so we can
Alternate
all see
universe. It's happened drunkenly, and yeah.
Hey, things that happen in the Fae stay in the Fae, right?
In the face.
It's like Vegas.
that. She's not on the Fae anymore.
True.
Ruby's
Good.
new breath weapon's pretty dope.
Thank you. I'm now a fire-breathing dragon.
You guys got new tools, man.
I've purposely been trying to choose more of those kind of options. Like I thought, okay, this seems logical because she's seen everybody else and she's a very jealous character in some ways and seeing what everybody else can do. I thought that seems really
Ruby
fitting.
Petty? Come on.
What? Ruby Petty? No, not at all. Not at all.
No
This
way.
is like her. She sees Dante getting to blow his fire, but now she can do her own. And Dante didn't even get to this time.
Dante got to it once.
Oh,
Yeah, you
once.
gotta
That's
get
true.
at
He
it
did
once.
once, but he didn't get it back.
I have a horrible
Yeah.
record of reroll, though.
Yes.
Like, I have a ridiculously poor record of reroll.
So she's going to start out fire breathing Dante soon.
Chill. I said chill. Dante's gonna have a sibling fight with you now.
Go back to punching trees again.
How about who can breathe more fire? It's about how effective you are at it. Come on, we all know that's how we measure things around here.
It's all right. After Dante's burn tonight, this is a matter that fire will last quite some time.
Can we go back and talk about Cheekios just dropping the sudden bomb of his family?
I wouldn't
And
get
just
I would not planned until you guys started asking personal questions.
Yeah. Or like everybody, all the people that we're connected to, but you didn't allow us to really dig deep into your family.
Nobody's ever asked the Playboy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's ever asked him what dude, I've even in this campaign, no one has ever asked me what I did in the 70 plus years in between when I went to the Feywild after Emery's death.
I really want to know
was
what
there
killed
for
his family.
For 70, I went on a 72-year sabbatical, and no one's ever asked me when I got trapped there, what I did. Nobody knows what happened to my family before then. Nobody's really ever cared to ask. And, you know, with him, surface level has always been fine. You know, it's not something that keeps him up at night, you know, until it does, you know. And then I thought then it was the proper moment to let that bomb. And I'm surprised. I always thought the radio might nudge it out, because like that's all I ever did was insult him as a father inside the campaign, and it's his entire projection of his failure of being anything.
Yeah, you were trying to hopefully provoke like a response back, like, you don't understand what it takes to be dad, or it's
no, you took jabs at the right guy who's got enough guilt about it that he doesn't want to ask any questions. He just wants to deflect and move on.
Yeah, it was just like, you know, it's your good buddy's one barb that he's always got, and I would just always just lay into it. And I thought, you know, maybe at some point in time he would be asked to be like, hey man, why don't you pick a different fucking joke or something like that. Maybe that time would, you know, it would have come out. But this was a keen opportunity after Valas started asking personal questions that Cheekios would ask, even though he knew the answer.
Yeah, I mean, even if you know the answer, a lot of the rest of the characters are prompting a lot of family ties and relationships bringing up, and I think that forces Cheekios to think about his own.
You coming forward inspired Cheekios to talk. Oh, 100%, because Cheekios looks up to you in more ways than he would ever admit, because he sees you learning and growing as a person quicker than he ever did. So yeah, like he 100%.
Yeah, it's an interesting night when someone says, "Hey, ask." You're like, "Oh, I got like 4,000 questions."
Ask away, and you know the whole encounter, little engagement is about asking pertinent mission questions, but all the good stuff, all the really fun stuff was okay. Yeah, I'm gonna ask about this, and I'm gonna ask about that. And as you guys turn it more into what's this about our lives, that's when I started pulling out like Tormund. I had no intention of giving radio anything about Tormund. If it was going to be light, then we were going to go surface value, but then you guys kept asking more and more pertinent questions, and I was like, okay, well, I'll let more go then. Since I'm giving them more, then I'm going to give you more.
What are you going to do in the presence of a god but ask about why you're on this mission?
Oh my God. I've been waiting so long. That was always in my mind how I wanted to tie the fire giants back in to this campaign. Because you guys really didn't have a reason to seek out to go bust up house. Well, now you fought them, and now you're coming literally as an emissary at some point in time.
Yeah, that's the part I was kind of concerned about when I heard it was fire giants. I thought, oh no.
So do we tell them we killed Oscord and Ildamain, or do we just keep on keeping on?
No, we're not that group. Yeah. We were a different ragtag group.
It all depends. How does their culture respond to death by combat? What's True. It? What is that fire giant culture like? Maybe somebody knows within the party, maybe you don't, and you'll get to find out.
Any witnesses?
Yeah. And the city of Brass isn't their city,
right? But they do have access.
They have access to it because it's in an elemental plane of fire. It's the city of Brass is populated by fire giants, devils,
right?
Anything that's hot in the D&D universe.
That's where it's at.
There's a cool it's a cool vehicle. Like it's not very often you get to be like almost take like an easy way out and say, hey, ask whatever you want, but then also have it be like kind of cool rather than stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
just a general Q&A.
Normally you might come off as just like a cop out, but it was kind of it was like a cool time and place to do it and like have it actually fit and stuff. And
It was fun because I thought you guys asked really good, relevant questions with not being like, give me all the answers. It was you guys kind of knew when to like, okay, I'm not gonna go like and try to ruin an encounter and be like, give me the exact pinpoint location of this person, but like ask the question, are they still alive? What area are they in? You guys played well with it where you didn't force me to have to just like dance around it.
Right. And
it wasn't a normal fortune teller. Like, we're asking a god. So there has to be some reverence in the way that we ask our questions and being careful of asking too much.
Yeah, for Valas, it was like, obviously there's obvious questions like about the immediate future, like how do we get where we're going, and like, how do you, but then there's all the other stuff like Malachar is still on the back burner, and that's a big thing. Like, we've just gone from thing to thing. Like, how do you kill that guy? Even if we succeed here with the ordning, like we still got that to deal with.
Malachar, Sansuri, Dominus.
Yeah,
and then this is the first time that like Valas has really got to like ask any questions, because like basically since he got brought back, he's like just going. He hasn't even like considered like, oh yeah, I'm not alive. Like, how does this shit work?
Yeah, I thought that was really defining. It was the first time that Valas has ever expressed an interest that he gives a shit about wanting to be mortal again. I thought that was super powerful and character turning. One, because it shows his side that you reveal every now and then, that he genuinely cares about other people. He cares about his crew, but he also cares actually still about his own mortality. He still cares about this pirate's curse that he has.
Yeah, and I think part of that's just like, obviously caring about being alive, but even more, I feel like he was caring about whether or not his body would hold up to see everything through to the end.
Yeah, would it crumble? Would it not hold?
Because that's a big deal. If he's gonna like decay in the middle of the fight, that's not good for saving any of the people he wants to save.
I think it's also even deeper than that. I'm gonna give you a connection to the group on that end. Being undead and being separated like that still makes you isolated from the group. Like, you don't quite belong because it feels like we're between you at this point. It's on borrowed time. You are here by chance, but that can easily be taken away. So there's a bit of frailness that comes with Valas and knowing of his condition, and Kiki's in that sense. You weren't supposed to be here with us. It's unnatural.
When could it end? How could Malachar end it?
He's just been going from thing to thing, so like he hasn't even had time to even consider the fact that he's undead and what that means for the whole thing.
Bacon family meals have been the closest thing to home that anyone's gotten.
Kind of a cool moment to ask like questions that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to ask or answer.
And now you got to go talk to the Raven Queen.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess
that's a cool name.
Don't
I get
worry.
to slide that one in.
That.
I get to slide that in just a little bit. That you're maybe you're adventuring isn't just a curse post-death. Maybe it's because there's something within Valas's thread that still needs to be completed.
Yeah.
You never know what that is. Only Valas knows deep down.
There's so many layers too, because that he's like worried about saving the rest of his crew that was trapped in Malachar's ship, and are those guys free? We saw their souls kind of like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Valas will ever rest in any form until his crew is, if there's a, not to spoil it, but like if I ever saw like a final Valas scene, final Valas scene is him, and whether it's in like a material plane or even in like an ethereal afterlife plane, but like him dismissing his crew off of the ship would be like that's the most poetic, like, and that's when it's just done. He just fades. That's it. That's his last. You know, it's like his duty is complete.
So many layers to this episode.
Yeah.
For all the characters, honestly. Friggin' Cheekios being a drunk dad. Histor running around as a 9-year-old boy
No
on the
good
battlefield.
dads.
Yeah, dude.
No role models here, guys.
Oh my god, dude, you made Histor be a war-torn cart boy picking up fucking golf balls at the country club.
Yes.
Just a child soldier.
Just gone out there like, oh gosh,
But child soldier.
dark.
Oh, it's so good.
That was really dark.
It's fucking great.
You almost got a little more darkness, but we twisted it off real quick.
I don't know how much we could have handled of that. That was real sad. Real sad.
Oh.
Like, I got tons in my pockets. Get ready.
I still think the most memorable quote of the night, and I wrote it down word for word because I thought it was great. And I don't know if you pulled this from a book, you pulled this from your ass, or you pulled this from a movie. What gods fear the most is being forgotten, for their legacy is all they have in death.
Yeah,
That's
really good.
that's fucking power in words right there.
It's from Sex and the City.
Carrie said
Samantha.
that,
No.
right?
Such a Samantha thing to say.
Samantha thing. Oh, that's great. It was an awesome
actually-
episode, man.
That line made me think of like American Gods and the concept behind.
And that's kind of where I always build my lore from. It's but I mean, that's not necessarily Neil Gaiman's way. It's any god. If
Yeah,
once people forget, it's over.
that's
And
true.
how easily people forget or change it to whatever they want it to be. You know, one day you're drinking, fornicating in the field, having a good time, and then a couple hundred years later, you're giving away chocolate bunnies.
It's an interesting
Yep.
concept too, because like,
Shit changes quick.
Yeah.
how do you,
Life comes at you fast.
you ask a god that, and that's their answer, and like, you're like, okay, well, can I like make that into a sword or something? Like there's how do you like decipher that and make that actionable? Be interesting.
Well,
Lots to
Nick-
break down.
next week is the ultimate espionage sneak episode of your lives. Every piece or penalty is going to be incredibly strong next week.
We're gonna get all up in those ice cracks.
Hopefully you don't get washed away in some hidden glacier lake.
Yeah, I'm really worried about this. Going underground sounds very dangerous.
If I know anything about the way underground tunnels and systems work via Minecraft, we'll probably fall into a pit of lava, more likely.
From the coldest place to the hottest place. Like
Time to do some Minecraft research this week.
You dig 10 feet and you fall into a lava cavern.
I'll see you on Minecraft Saturday instead of Sea of Thieves.
Yep.
So
Let's make our new map on Minecraft. Let's dig the tunnels.
Yeah. We'll build all of our D&D battlefields on Minecraft.
this is where you're headed next week.
Ooh, dang.
Oh, fancy.
Spiky.
I like it.
Svartborg, the home of frost giants.
You know what it
Catchy.
looks like? If you ever seen How to Train a Dragon,
Yeah. It
it
does.
looks like Burke but colder.
Yes. It's kind of cool, actually. I hope we don't find any dragons here, though.
Oh, we probably will.
I don't know.
Histor will kill them
But at least, yeah, I was like, at least we have you.
all. Even indirectly, he'll kill them all.
Well, you've seen a
befriend them
lot of white. Even Harshnag wore a white dragon skull for a helmet.
True.
I just saw you doing a.
Like the
I looked over and I was like, "What are you doing?" And I looked at the gift. I
I'm a
saw
monkey
you
see,
before the
monkey do
gift.
sort of thing.
That's why you gotta be at the live show. That's why you gotta be at the live show.
I see the gifts and I mimic them. I'm dumb like that.
You're the
Let me-
best.
It's the hot dog one then.
No. No.
And on that note, remember, wash your damn hands. We'll see you guys next week.
Be good.